Alright guys, and welcome to Dope Check episode number 59. We are back. 2 more weekends of online qualifiers for the entire season still to come, and big storylines of the past weekend. OpTic, are they back? Is it too early to say? What's going on with the Los Angeles Thieves? They won a major literally a week ago, and they've now bombed out on back-to-back matches. Drama everywhere as well. We've got Challengers drama, and we've got the perfect gentleman to talk about it. Thanks for joining us as always, live or after the fact. If you're joining us on Spotify as well, we truly appreciate it. Thanks to PrizePicks as well for supporting today's show. If you guys want to get involved, download the app, link in the description box below. Claim your $50 on your first $5 pick. Gentlemen, it is good to see you. Don, you got a fresh trim. I gas it up more than Trey, and I'm going to do the same when the show starts as well, so I'm lucky.
Yeah, appreciate all the gas on the haircut for you and the people in the chat. Yeah, I mean, another fucking Monday, another W show on the way. You know, I don't really talk too much in the intros, but like I said, like I always say, I'm glad to be here, and I'm excited to have a good show, man. Gonna be some interesting topics today. So.
How are we all? What's going on? Like, I'm not gonna gas up Don's haircut. Rab's been doing it too much. I feel like I've lost my duo, but it's all good. Well, it's whatever. I don't really care. Your haircut looks alright, Rab. I guess. Anyway. We're like 2.5 weeks away from Dallas. The major is going to be probably one of the best majors we've had in the CDO era, in my opinion. A lot of the teams, it's coming close. OpTic's looking good. Don't get me started on ROKKR this early. Let me tell you, wow, we got some things to talk about before we get into them.
Oh, we're going to talk about them.
Why did you get the drinks in?
We might need a bit more than some drinks, fellas. Jesus. Anyway, W, like Don said, W show as always. We're locked in for a few hours. I hope you'll enjoy. Dallas on the way. I can't wait for this major. You know, this is the champs before champs, in my opinion. Just basing it off where we're going and who's running the show. Listen, we got a bunch to talk about. Challenger drama, CDL stuff. You know, FaZe looking good, LAT looking a little bit worried. And, you know, we're locked in for a few hours to strap in. Let's have a good show.
Let's crack right on. Let's start with the drama. You know me. So, the last couple of days, it's been going on down in the Challenger scene. And I'm sure everyone has got their perspective on this. So, I will fix your counter in a second, don't worry. And I'll just quickly run through what's happening over the last couple of days. So, ZooMaa decided he was going to pick up another Challengers team, but the boys he's trying to pick up are actually trying to do other things with their day other than just grind COD all day and make no money. So the problem is his team, they couldn't get scrims because the Challengers players, they have their scrim times. They play at 2, half 4, 7, whatever. Didn't work for ZooMaa's team. So all of a sudden, it's causing a bit of drama. ZooMaa's crashing out about it. He goes in the group chat. He's talking about it. And it all starts to kick off. And we got loads of tweets about it. ZooMaa was popping off on stream last night in great detail. I think even Aches was mentioning a few things as well about how, like, back in the day, people used to, you know, mentally, people used to be built different. Like, nowadays, everyone's too soft. So, look, should I go to Don first here? Because I feel like you've been cooking something insane, Trey. Obviously, Don, like, you've been around the collegiate scene recently. Yeah. You know, you've done your time around this scene. You've been in the trenches. And I'm sure that as a player, like, you're going to have a take on just the Challenger scene in general. Huh?
Of course. One thing that, like, just popped into my head, like, I haven't really done too much thinking about this topic. One thing that just popped into my head, like, one difference I feel like now compared to, like, back in the day, at least from, like, when I fucking was an amateur in, like, Black Ops 2 and Ghost, like, there was almost like a certain type of respect for like pros and like pros in general. Like I used to like not be a fan, like not kind of like, I mean, it is a fan in a way. Like I used to respect like the pros, like Aches and Scump and all of them, like respect them and like respect the craft. Like I feel like all the AMs just like their ego, like you have to have an ego to go pro. Like you can't go pro unless you think you're the hot shit, right? Like you can't do it. But like, there's got to be like a respect. Like, I feel like Challengers players, they don't even respect like anything, anybody. Like, they should respect ZooMaa. They should respect like the people in the scene and like what people have done before and like draw from that and like build onto it. You know what I'm saying? Like I looked up to Scump and Krim and people like that. Obviously, when I went pro, when I started playing against them, I thought I was better than them. You know what I'm saying? You have to think you're the best shit in the world to go pro. You know. But at the same time, like these challengers people, they just have like the craziest ego, and it just makes no sense to me. It actually makes no sense to me too, because like even back then, like the AMs they were actually more on par with pros because they even got to play against pros. Like these guys think like they're so like, I don't know how they don't even like play in the same tournament. Like at least like back in the day, you be an AM, you think you're the hot shit. Maybe you beat a pro team and pool play or something. Like you don't even like have an opportunity to prove yourself at this point. So it's like you have to. I don't understand why the schedule isn't being changed. Like when I was fucking like being an AM, I didn't have anything like any responsibilities, but I wasn't rich. I had to buy. And my mom bought me my first controller. I wasn't rich, but besides that, I had to start funding. Bro, I was 14 years old. When I went to an event in Ghost, I bought my own bus ticket and rode a Greyhound to fucking UMG Philly and got top 100 just because I grinded $1 and $2 wagers. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's just so much entitlement and like, it makes no sense. There's so much entitlement and it makes no sense because these guys don't even play against pros at like, there's nothing. The challenger scene is alienated from the pros compared to like back in the day, where a challengers player or a team can make a run at a tournament and actually play pros. But back then, their egos was not this crazy. Like these motherfuckers think they're like NBA players or some shit. Like, oh, I'm not changed. Like they're so stuck in their way. To me, it's just like they're stuck in their way and they're so egotistical and it makes literally no sense. Like, I feel like I was talking for a long time, but
No, if you still got more shit to say, keep it cooking.
yeah, it just makes no sense. I feel like I was yapping, but
No, it was a good take. I mean, I think
you're
you're bang on in many respects. Like things haven't, I don't know, the scene's different now to what it used to be, but you still get the same bullshit. Like I don't know. It's difficult for me to comment on too much because I respect the craft of the players that grind and try and make it happen, but you know, you do have a lot of it, and fundamentally the problem doesn't necessarily lie with the players in the sense that the league could be doing a lot of things better, but equally, if it was for the challengers players, I don't know, being more likable, then maybe the situation would change at the pro level, like in terms of the decision makers. I don't know, but I'll let you go, Trey.
Listen, you hit a nail on the head there. Likability. They're all just a bunch of assholes. Let's be honest with you. They talk shit to a bunch of pros that, like, let's say LAG, for example. Yeah, you know, we laugh and joke saying we could sit there and beat LAG or whatever like that. Or Falcons, the old Falcons roster. But guess what? They're in the league. They're doing their thing. So why are you talking shit? All right? Secondly, why are we playing Challenger Cups and just saying, no, it's just a Challenger Cup? Motherfucker, you don't go to work. You don't make no money. Symbols goes to work, yeah? He makes more in a month than you do in 4 months off challenges. Yeah. It makes no sense to me how these guys won't... For starters, if I'm a challenger player, Barrett, let me take you back, all right? Let me take you back. EU pros. We're talking me, Marky B, even before that, you know, like, before I came up with, like, Banson Urban, like, Marky B, Jerd, Swanee, Madcat. Motherfucker, we weren't making no money. I worked 2 jobs at one point to make sure I could fucking compete. And even then, I couldn't properly. I got given an opportunity to go play for Epsilon, making £500 a month, which I didn't get paid. And then I moved to Infuse, where I was making £100 a month. That's not a livable wage. But as, like Don said, coming up from my time to their time, to now, to say that you don't look up to a pro when you're first starting out is insane. That's some of the most dumbest shit I've ever heard. Like, the person who got me into competing was Nature. And, you know, I competed for a long time. I don't think Nature knows who the fuck I am still. You know? But he's the one that got me into it. And then you start, like you say, like, you come up, you play against Scump and shit like that. And, like, yeah, you think you're better than them when you're playing against them. Motherfuckers don't even play against the pros and they still think they're better than what? Because you beat them in a fucking 8s lobby? You motherfuckers don't even scrim them, so how do you know you're better than them? The whole them not changing the scrim schedule. this ain't grinding, by the way. You staying up till 6 a.m. playing Schedule 1 and then hopping on at 1:30 to play COD that scrims from 2 p.m. till fucking God knows how long. That's not grinding. That's... Rap, can I say the word?
Yeah, you can say the word.
That's retarded. Obviously, we live in different times. A lot of players that play now, I feel like, you know, like Tommy, like ZooMaa said, a lot of them are privileged. Like, you know, that a lot of them can just, you know, yo, mum, can I get some Chipotle today? Yeah, no problem. Mum, can you book me a flight? Mum, can you do this? Can you do that? Yeah, sure. Why not? Yeah, cool. But like, right, Merc just got top 3. Guess what? He had one offer to join the league. So, what makes you motherfuckers think you're gonna make the league? Go change the scrim schedule. Go work at set. You know, get back. We used to play 2 scrims a night. EU scrims used to start at 6 p.m. Don, I know when you competed too, scrims started at like 5, 6, 7 p.m.
Yep.
Guess what? You finish before midnight. You get a nice night's sleep, 8 hours, and you're back grinding. What, you made like 1.5k, 2k? Guess what? A lot of orgs would be entitled to actually fund you if you look like you gave a fuck about life. Oh, yo, can we get full funding? You think I want to spend 4 or 5 grand to get nothing in return? Hell no. That's why Rafi had his crash out. We won't talk about that because everyone has their opinions on it, but...
I don't blame him, though. I'd be crashing out too if I was trying to work down there.
And obviously people are going to be like, oh, you know, you coach challenger team, whatever like that. Like, cool, whatever. I don't care at this point. Because I'm hearing Symbols can't even get scrims because he's got work. Are we okay? Like, is everyone okay? Because listen, Symbols ain't asking for his mum to get him Chipotle. He ain't praying for, you know, someone to challenge him in a 4v4 wager. Motherfucker, even Fatty can't get wagers these days. Meal Team 6 can't get wagers for content. I cannot believe the scrim schedule is the way it is.
That's got to be the fundamental issue here, right?
Yeah, for sure, bro. Listen, if the scrim schedule changed, a lot of people could go work a little part-time job, make a little bit of money. Motherfuckers don't even scrim there. Motherfuckers don't even stream the scrims.
Yeah, because they're going to give away all their super secret special strats, though, because then they might lose the cup. Because, you know, or that maybe at bare minimum they'll cover the mini-map. I always used to crack me up.
Yeah, I'm sure, bro. I'm sure Afro's still not going to come to land and absolutely tuck you. I'm sure. Motherfuckers don't even stream their scrims. It's insane. And then you got, like, Tommy crashing out. You know, it's a fair point. But we got to compare it to, like, what we once did, Don. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's the same shit.
Well, that's the point that Nameless was making. I got Nameless's tweets as well.
Yeah, he was talking about IW. And I could definitely comment on that shit.
Hell yeah.
What do you mean? Like, go for it. Go for it.
Like, I personally feel like that if the scrims were even, like, it's kind of hard now for the pros to, like, match it up later just because they're professional and obviously, like, however their franchise wants them to handle this, like, how they run shit, that's how they're going to run shit. Like, I know some teams make them work out in the morning, like, before practice and stuff like that. So if you want to keep, like, that, like, thing going, I think that is also healthy. But especially for challengers, like, bro, in IW, like, I didn't have anything to do. So, like, even, I'm just using myself as an example, like, as a privileged person, like, I was already pro. I didn't have bills. I was, like, 17. I was living with my mom. I had plenty of my own money still. So I would just wake up, sleep in, and wake up, and pro still didn't have scrims. So I would just play 8s. You know what I'm saying? Like, there was almost more, like, IW, from my, like, career perspective, was the most, especially top pro players. I see pro players playing 8s and like some of them do, right? But like in IW, like everybody played 8s. Like like the best players in the game played 8s. Like everybody played 8s in IW. It's not just because, oh, 8s make you better. I mean, 8s probably were a little bit better in jetpack games because you kind of just had to play kills and like call out good and use teamwork. But like there was almost more people playing just because you could sleep in late. Oh shit, I'm waking up at 2 p.m. 8s are about to start. You know what I'm saying? Like, instead of, oh, scrims are about to start. Now these people, bro, half of these challengers people, I coached challengers at the beginning of this year. Like, the best players in challengers are fucking degenerates. Like, respectfully, like Byron, I think Byron is fucking gross and he should be in the league. But you don't think that guy, like, sometimes people are showing up to scrims 2 p.m. rolling out of bed. They alarm 155. Alarm 155. The scrim is for 2. So since we are so tired, we not starting until 2:30. You know what I'm saying? Like, we might as well make it more productive. You probably you know what I'm saying? You wake up at 155, lag out, get some food, do whatever the hell you got to do. Then maybe 8 start at 4, and then you actually play with your real team at 6 o'clock, 8 o'clock. Then if you want, at now it's 10 p.m. You're gonna stay up. Half of these challengers people, they don't got girlfriends, they don't got nothing to do, schoolwork, nothing. They're gonna stay up from 10 to 5 a.m. regardless. So if you want to, you could play some extra COD or do whatever, but you already had like so much productive time and you're not sleepwalking into scrims. Like, that is a huge thing, especially on the pro level. Bro, if you show up, like, that's a huge thing. My Vegas team, bro, we had a problem when Tej would get literally booty clap first map every day, Fortress Hardpoint. Like, literally, like, and it became a problem. So then McGee got on his ass and made him like, yo, y'all, we got to join the call early. I want to make sure we're awake. So first map of the day, every day, we're not just getting fucking pissed on. That is a problem. Like, that is a huge problem for challengers people. Like, that whole shit will be removed if scrims are starting later. Like, there's so much benefits to the gameplay by moving it back a few hours, regardless of, oh, I don't give a damn. I don't have a job. I don't have to do. It doesn't matter if you have a job or not. It will still help you out. Like, there's almost no reason to not move it later into the night.
I mean, but listen, I agree with everything you're saying, but even still, rolling out of bed at 1:55 is insanity.
It is. It is insane.
Because listen, if you're starting scrims earlier, surely you're getting an earlier night and sleep. Nah,
No.
we grinding. Nah, we grinding.
They're not going to sleep earlier.
Nah, we grinding, twin.
They are not going to sleep earlier, bro.
Because you ain't grinding your stream. And you ain't grinding 8s.
Yeah.
Because I don't see no Challenger 8s. Don. Remember World War II? We were playing 8s before scrims, and then, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I said, we were, obviously we were making a wage. Obviously we're making a wage. It's different. But that's what you work up to. If Challengers change the schedule, people working, imagine that. Challenger player gets picked up, boom. Oh, shit, I can quit my job? Damn, I'm scrimming at 2 p.m. now? And my days finish at like, yo, that's bless. Motherfuckers try and match the pro scrim schedule. You can't even play the pros. You're on a different patch.
Yeah.
And guess what? A lot of the pros don't really want to play you guys. Because the egos are insane.
They do not want to play you guys.
The egos are insane. Bro, motherfucker, you know, we're talking about 4 players that can shoot straight versus 4 players that can shoot straight on the salary. Yeah, you're playing Call of Duty, bro. You're going to win a couple maps here and there. You know, you're going to do that. Doesn't mean you're 10 times better than them. Get on main stage, I promise you. It ain't happening like that.
They also don't want you to take their spot. They don't even want to give you the opportunity to play them. Like, let's say you are good. They don't want you in the motherfucking lobby.
They don't want their coach seeing
Bro, and it's annoying because it's like, yeah, and it's annoying. It's like, we gotta get on our regular accounts. I swear my regular account feels fake, bro.
Oh my god, man.
You know, like, we don't want to fucking play y'all. Like,
Vanguard, we start loading up some scrims. I'm on a regular account. I'm like, yo,
this
Dom,
shit feels like
yo, Dom, that spawn's not real, is it? He's like, nah, it ain't real.
The spawns do be different though. The spawns be
no, for sure. And then I'm checked for the next 6 maps, so I'm just spawned in a different spot. So I get off the setup and they're like, I see tweets like, yo, London got smoked today in scrims. Like, yeah, because I ain't trying against bums, bro. Like, what do you want me to do? I'm playing a whole different game. What do you expect from me? That's not even me being egotistical. That's just me you know, I play a full set against challenger players and, you know, everything's different. I'll hop back on the main account. I'm checking different spawns. I said, yo, Dom, don't get no more scrims versus anyone else, bro, but pro teams. He's like, yeah, but we got to practice. That ain't practice, bro. That ain't practice. I got all my boys beside me, Joey Gizmo, Nasty Afro. He's like, yeah, we ain't showing up to that 7 p.m.
I just want to know, like, what is the long-term vision of these challenger players? Because a lot of them, like, I kind of get it. For some of them, I get it. Maybe if they've been in the league before, a couple years ago, they've had a couple chances, you know, grind their way back in. I see it, but also
I mean, a lot of motherfuckers, man, they just don't even accept the contract. Like, they're getting talked down playing with them. I'm not even gonna make champs.
yeah, well, that's what I'm saying, right? Like, what is the vision here, especially for some of them that actually do try and go to school and do a job or whatever, and then they can't even get scrims or like they're trying to work because I mean, sure you're in a similar boat. Obviously, the big talking point was, for example, Slasher. Well, thanks for the super chat, PD. We'll get to that in due course for sure. But when Slasher was doing his robotic engineering degree, like he was, some days he wouldn't be able to scrim. Some days, he had to be late at night in the lab, right? And like, obviously it wasn't ideal for the team. Yeah, exactly. And it weren't ideal, but like, look.
You respect it though.
Yeah, you got to think if you're a challengers team, like you could find, I think Cruz was tweeting about it. He was like, the team on certain days, I have like classes, so I can't scrim at these times on certain days, and the team respects that and they work around it, right? But the issue is you're probably not finding many teammates that are going to accept that because a lot of the challenger kids are just, right, you know what I'm saying?
He's got to change days so he can scrim. Motherfuckers finishing top 64, strolling out of bed at 2:30, like, oh, the fuck do I scrim, bro? Like, yo, shit, we're out. Oh my gosh, I'll just order Little Caesars and go watch Netflix or something.
So, bro, you're not a serious person, like, and also no org. It's the other thing. It's like you said earlier. What challengers org is gonna go down there and say, yeah, sounds. Let me pick up these 4 guys, send them out to the event, get them an Airbnb so they can go and compete. When they ain't doing no streams, they ain't got no personality. Apart from to just get clowned for being a degenerate on our show, and then give me no value in return. It's like, and then if they are good and they want to go to the league, then they complain about getting trapped in a contract. So you can't win.
Back in my day, bro, the only funding we asked for was fucking jerseys. Now motherfuckers are asking for mansions. Yeah, yo, boss, can we get like Airbnb for like 6 man, team pass, and maybe half a flight in a limo to meet me at the airport? Like, come on, bro.
Rock up to place top 24.
Bro, I promise you, a lot of these challenger players ask for more than the pros do. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, yo, if I'm a challenger org and I look at Cruz, for example, all right, this guy's grinding something else on the outside. If he makes it in COD, he makes it in COD. If he don't, he don't. He's still got something to fall back on. He's a good player. He's in a good team that places consistently. I'm looking at Cruz being like, I'm gonna fund this guy.
Yeah.
Like, bro, fuck it if I don't win, I don't win. But like, let's just say I'm gonna fund him because he's got a bit about himself. He actually lives in the real world. I could have a conversation with this guy.
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, he's like, yo,
it's a good start.
the Orgo like, yo, can we get a call up? Yeah, let's call it like 3:30. I won't be up till 3. Like, what do you mean you won't be up till 3 for a meeting? I have a better schedule now that I don't compete. I'm up at like 6 a.m., 6:30 a.m. every day, going to the gym and shit like that. And bro, I'm telling you, you feel way better about yourself. So if these challenger players change the schedule, let's say they woke up at midday, you don't have to go hit the gym. You can go order whatever you want. You can wake up at 12 and order Burger King. But I promise you, by the time your 7 p.m. scrim starts, your 6 p.m., your 5 p.m., you're going to be awake. You're going to be fueled. You're going to be ready to go. Not strolling out of bed at 1:55 going, yo, I need like 15 minutes, bro. I need to go get a monster. Yo, who do we play? Bro, I'm not even going to try versus these. We smoke these every time. Come to a Challenger Cup, you get tucked by them. Oh, what the? It's only a Challenger Cup, man. It don't mean anything. Oh, but that $250 would be nice. What, 250? I ain't got no money. I don't even know what that is.
I think you summed up pretty well. I do remember in the early days of Breaking Point, I mean, it wasn't that early, it was a couple of years ago. It was the start of Modern Warfare 2's game. We did this BP Next tournament, right? So the plan was bit of a showcase for Challenger players. It was before the league had launched, kind of give an opportunity for challengers to head in there, prove that they have what it takes, get scattered for the league, that type of stuff. Look, I think we did a killer job putting it together. Like, it took a lot of work behind the scenes and everything. And look, I think the teams that won, were grateful and everything. But let's just say, after doing that tournament, we were like, we ain't doing anything in challenges again. Like, it just ain't worth our time for various reasons. But like, we tried, and then it just, you know, it just is what
they
it
ain't
is.
grateful. Like nowadays, Don. Like, bro, back when I started competing, I was playing like free EGL tourneys, like Gfinity tourneys that were only worth like £50. Rab, you remember those every Tuesdays and Thursdays or something like that. Bro, I used to win those and it used to fund me for my fucking food because I wasn't making that much money, and like I said, we were playing free tourneys just for practice. You go off of these challenger players free tourneys now, they'll spit at you. It's all about practice, but all this practicing that you can do with your team, they ain't gonna do it for free. And it's like, damn, who the fuck are you? Motherfuckers want 100k events every week. The COD League don't do shit. Yeah, I don't think I would either.
Yeah.
It's Trezzy with the 10 bomb. Thank you for the super chat. I was the coach for Hope Esports with Chris Radial, Herbie, Prophesied, and Bufundo. We were paying them. They played college COD challenges and had jobs. I feel like people just don't grind anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what people gotta understand, Eno. That is the perfect way. Challengers is not a place to make money. Challengers is like an apprenticeship job where you get experience to go do that job professionally after.
Bro, the college COD shit, especially, bro.
They didn't have like a fire venue the other day at Esports Stadium Arlington. Like, they had some event there.
Yes, bro.
Yeah,
bro. College COD, like, I'm getting a degree for free. If you're the only way you should not be having a job or being in college and you're in challengers is if you're literally fucking him. And even then, like I thought Spark should get picked up in the league. I thought Prolu should get picked up in the league. Before this year started, I was telling them, because I was planning on playing challengers, I'm like, yo, if we're gonna be in challengers again this year, like, we have to play CCL, bro. It makes no sense for us to not be in school, and it makes no sense. Yeah, we're literally have a full right. Like, what the hell? Like, what? This is an amazing opportunity. Like, we have to do it. And I got Spark to do it. Spark was in the CCL. Obviously, he just got picked up to the league, so he has to put it on pause. But I got my GED, fucking got everything situated before the season started, and I'm in college, bro. Like, Spark, he graduated high school. He had to take the ACT or SAT or some shit, and before the season started, and he got everything situated, and he was in CCL. He just missed the tournament because he got picked up into literally in the league the week of the tournament. So it's like,
I mean, I know players that have been playing like 5-6 years in challenges and am seen. They still ain't got picked up, but
exactly
you take it away from them. What have they got? And that's not me sitting there. That's not me sitting there saying, "Oh, you change the scrim schedule right now, get a job." I'm not your dad. I'm not your parents. I'm just letting you know from where I came from. When the events for COD, you weren't making $50,000 per win each person, $20,000. You're making 1.5k. That's enough to cover your phone bill and a little fucking couple treats here and there. But other than that, you were chalked. That's why you should try and live a normal life while doing the challenger schedule and changing it. Does it benefit everyone else? I think so. I really do think it does. Let's say you could stream if you don't go to school, college, work, or anything like that, and scrim started at 5-6 p.m. You could stream all day. Whoa. Imagine your stream takes off a little bit. That's at like $500, $600, $700 a month. Whoa, imagine that. That's crazy, right? Yo, that is mad. Guess what? You might be able to get some content and go, whoa, an organization might want to sign you because you're doing some good numbers on Twitch. Whoa, living the normal. Oh, you get picked up to the league. Shit, now you can live the professional lifestyle. It's not like college basketball, Dom, where you're the best player in college basketball and you get paid nice. Or like college football, you get paid nice by sponsors and stuff like that. We ain't got it that nice. That's why you got to treat challengers like an apprenticeship. Like it's there for, you practice. And then at the end of the season, when the off season is, it's like a fucking draft at that point. You're just not guaranteed to get picked up. Yeah. It's if the pros think you're good. That's where you got to look at it.
Yeah, I think it's really interesting. Like, I have this thought in general about gaming, because what you said was interesting about, okay, if you play challenges 5-6 years, don't go anywhere, what you got? if you do college COD, at least you got a degree out of it, you know, which is better than nothing, even if it don't work out. And the thing is, you just gotta be careful, man, because like in regular sports, if you try and make it in regular sports and it doesn't work, like at least you're probably, you know, you're fit, you're healthy, you've got relationships with people that are going to go on to do good things. You know what I'm saying? That's my general feeling. So you've got to be more careful in esports about the way you go about it. And I feel like unless you're not committed, if you're not committed in the right way, then it won't end well. Obviously wishing the best for everyone, but like, I mean, nowadays there is money in challenges. That's the point that Nameless was making, is that what the CDL have done. This is the thing, right? The CDL will go out there and they'll say, oh no, we actually are supporting challenges because look at the prize pools. And like, they wouldn't be wrong. Like the challenges cups or the tournaments, the challenges tournaments at the majors, the prize pool's like 75k or something. Like it's a substantial prize pool nowadays. So I guess you can, but like as
only
Ina
if you
says,
win it every time.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and even then, it's not like going crazy. I mean, maybe you get 30k for winning it. Like, you know, it adds up obviously, but it's not like there's tons of these tournaments, one every month. There's 4 a year, if that, because some of the tournaments aren't going to even have one. But you know, you can't be thinking about it in that way, right? Like that's not the end goal. Is not to win the Challengers tournament at the major. The end goal is to win it so you get picked up, right? It's not like to take home the bread.
Yeah, that's Well, if you offered someone 15 grand or a chance to be a pro, they're going to take the chance. They're going to take the pro contract, obviously.
Maybe
that's what
not.
I don't even know anymore. Some challenger players think they're the fucking dog's danglies and won't accept the contract because they won't make champs or like, you know.
No, FaZe, OpTic, no, okay.
Well, I just won challengers. What do you mean I'm not getting put on FaZe, 100 Thieves or OpTic? What do you mean?
I'll see you next year.
What do you mean LAG want me? They're not making champs. What? Like I said, I'm an advocate for like choosing where your destination is so you don't fuck yourselves over. But you know, imagine grinding for that long, getting a contract and saying, nah man, I'm just gonna get motherfucker, you take that contract, you go kill whore, guess what? You get put on another team next year, cool, then you made your career, done. Motherfucker say, nah, I ain't signing that contract, I'll get a better one next year.
Bro, but like
No,
the opportunity is so frustrating. Like, for example, Flames, right? Flames might not ever get back in the league, but he got his shot last year on that or like Guerrillas team as it was then, and alongside Estiel, and he was a respectable player. He did okay, and while he was in the league, he built up a bit of a fan base. Right, he turned the stream on. He was an interesting, entertaining personality, and all of a sudden, it's like bang, you get your league spot. Maybe it only lasts 6 months. And then you never get another chance. But at least you gave yourself the platform to potentially make something out of it. And, you know, it's tough, isn't it?
To people saying about Merc, listen, there is like very, very, very small, like,
make it rain.
When I say people turn down like the contracts, Merc's a bit of an anomaly because I heard his contract was actually like very bad. Like the contract they were trying to get him to sign wasn't very good.
But also his stock is so high now that he's such an anomaly among challenger players. Like
Yeah,
no
it's not
challenger
like
player is winning a cup and getting that level of stock. Like it only happens because he got to play a major. That like his stock is so high now that he actually can feasibly turn down the shit teams. Like if Gentlemates came along to sign him, he's never saying yes. Why would he? But like Cloud9, you can debate it. Other teams, it makes sense. But like, there's just no challenger player ever gets in that position unless they get in his position where they literally just came top 3 at a major. So I think apples to oranges.
He's an anomaly because, like I said, his first time in the pro league was at a major and he got top 3. Like it's unheard of, really. So he's like one person where he could kind of pick and choose where he wants to go. Do I think he gets on FaZe? No. Do I think he gets on 100 Thieves? No. There was room for him going, you know, there was rumors about him going to OpTic from the fans because they wanted him. Did he go there? No. And then you got to look at it like his stock is so high because people know what he can do in a good team on LAN. Like he's good for the rest of the year now. Like he'll get picked up in the off season on a team where it's starting from scratch, not on a team where it's like, shit, are we even gonna make it? Am I gonna waste my time? Yeah, cool, he gets money, whatever like that. But then what was the contract actually gonna do that shit? I'm gonna assume, listen, this is me assuming, by the way, like full out fucking spitballing, I don't know shit about what it was. I'm gonna assume if he didn't make champs or something like that, his contract got sliced in half or something like that, or something along those lines where it was like a champs clause that he had to make champs to get a certain amount of money.
We've got a question for you, Don, from Days. Temp, do schools that are part of the CCR have any boosters or get any money like they do for athletics? Or is it considered like a school club?
I'm not sure. Like, I mean, I could just tell you like basically how I got picked up. I don't know how like it works, but I got like my scholarship through the esports program. Like I don't know. Like my scholarship is an esports scholarship. So like the esports program is fully funding my degree. So I don't like.
No, I think that answers this question.
Yeah.
So yeah, exactly.
I didn't get a scholarship from any other like thing besides like esports. So I think yeah.
Ina says, I advised him on the C9 contract, and while it's true it wasn't great, any contract right now that isn't for a starting spot on a desirable team, which will inevitably make changes. Ina Lee.
Well, that's why I'm spitballing.
No, God.
And I'm probably right in some aspect.
No, almost
C9 aren't dumb. And neither am I.
Yeah. Well, C9 just do it like that.
I've seen... you should see some of my contracts. I ain't dumb. I've got like 40 different ones that are like, you know, chopped and changed around.
This is what he does.
Oh, okay. Hold on. I want to speak more. So yeah, there are a lot of schools in CCO where it is kind of like because I asked my coach Hunter about it, and he's like, yeah, like if some schools, like if you just have a school, you could just kind of like make a team. Like they're just people, like there's teams of people in the CCO that are just like 4 dudes that go to the school and they signed up in the program, you know, that created the program. But there's also a bunch of schools, at least like 10 to 15, I would say, that offer esports scholarships. So yeah.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. Yeah. No, it's very interesting. I mean, we did touch on it briefly last week that Encourage has quit, called it a day. I mean, there's 2 sides to it. Obviously, we're going to clown the Challengers players, understandably. And then Encourage is kind of in this middle spot where, okay, people are going to roast him from 2 angles. People are going to say, he's got no dog, right? Like this guy, no balls. He's just quit at the first hurdle, right? Like he wasn't really committed in the first place. But on the other side of the equation is, well, given all we've said about challenges, the type of people you got to deal with, the type of prospects in life and all this stuff, it's like, does it really make much sense? Look, if I'm him, I'm heavily considering what Don's just talked about, the collegiate stuff. But I can't look at Encourage's decision and roast him for deciding, you know what, maybe this isn't the best path for me to go in life, because I totally get it, right?
Listen, everyone was clowning him on that decision. The only thing I would clown him on is, listen, that guy has, what is he, like 18, 19 first year in challenges. He doesn't get picked up because ZooMaa's gassed him up to no end. He thinks it's a free spot to the league. He doesn't get picked up, and he's like, oh man, I don't even know if shit's worth it anymore. Like I said, motherfucker's been grinding for like 4 or 5 years, still in the same spot. All right, that's what I'm on about. And weak men. Is it a good decision to go to Warzone? Yes, if you do the content aspect of it. Warzone professionals, they all stream, they all make TikToks, they all do content. That's why they're doing it. They make a lot of money doing that. I don't disagree with his decision. I like it, but it's the same way that I said about Paul X. He's retired from that. Boom. Go make content. Streaming isn't just content, by the way. I could stream myself taking a piss for 24 hours. That's not content. I'm talking TikToks, YouTube. That's where you go and get. That's what you got to do if you go to Warzone. My thing about it is listen, that motherfucker thought he was going to get picked up to fucking phase Thieves OpTic with the way ZooMaa was talking about him, and he didn't. He didn't get the opportunity straight away because it's his first time, and I think there was some like rumors about him going around that he wasn't all that, like he was a bit of an asshole or something like that. I don't know what's gone on in that situation, but ZooMaa was gassing that guy up. A lot of the people were gassing him up, and he didn't get picked up. And he thought, man, what's the fucking point? Which I thought was a little bit weak mentality.
My thoughts are a little bit more harsh, I would say.
Let's go. I'm here for it.
I feel like personally, 'cause I was talking about this with my homies when we went to dinner the other night for like a quick second. The timing of it, this is just strictly my opinion. They started like what I said. I feel like the timing of it and the reasoning of it is some dick rider shit. Like, I ain't gonna lie, that's some dick suck cheese. Cause what the fuck does? How the fuck can someone else going to an event frying and not getting on a good team make you quit? Like, or be the reason you quit? Like, I feel like that's some insane ass shit. Like, if you would have just quit and been like, you know what, I ain't feeling this shit no more. Like, fuck it, I'm done. That's fine. But you quitting because another man didn't get picked up, like, I feel like that's weird. Like, that's that's weird. Like, you sucking his dick. Like, is that your like? Am I tweaking though? Like, I would never quit because another. That's like saying. That's like saying. Yo, Gunless got fucked out of his contract on Luminosity, so I'ma quit. Like, I don't know, like what the fuck that got to do with you?
Looking for excuses.
How you got picked up to the flank? I'm leaving this fucking shit.
What the fuck? Like, that's the only thing that I'm like he's like, this shit is ass because Merc didn't get picked up. Like, is Merc like what? Like, what the fuck does that got to do with you? Like, you're not Merc. Like, you should never view yourself. That's like dating someone. And it's like, oh, you treat it like, I don't even know. There's so many examples I could tie to this situation. Like,
nah, you are
I
right,
feel
though.
like it is so weird that I just feel like he shouldn't have made that his reasoning. My reasoning for quitting is that Merc didn't get picked up. That's sucking dick. I don't give a damn. There's no other way in my mind I could like see it any other way. That's just how I.
To be honest, I actually didn't really put two and two together like that until you made it clear for me now. But like, yeah, because he did the tweet about Merc, and then a day later he's like, "I'm done. I'm out of here."
Yeah, but Solo, you also gotta understand he did fight the major and got one offer, but like, teams are broke.
That had nothing to do with you.
Teams are broke. Like, they ain't got they like, listen, Merc ain't accepting some like 50K contract. Merc knows his value because it's the anomaly that we're talking about. Encourage didn't even play in the CDO and he's already retired because Merc didn't get picked up.
Bro, when was can someone look up quickly when the LCQ was last year? I played it and I qualified for champs through the LCQ, and we played Encourage. Or I don't know, is that how you say it? Encourage. In the LCQ, I'm pretty sure, and he got like top 8. Bro, that was his first tournament. I'm pretty sure. Was the LCQ last year. That was his first tournament. That might have been in May of last year. I think Champs was in June or July. I can't remember.
Yeah, he came top 6 that tournament. It was.
No, I'm saying, what's the date of it?
7th of July last year.
July? So it hasn't even been a year. That's
what I'm saying.
like,
his tweets talking about the ecosystem. Motherfucker, you ain't even in the ecosystem.
You haven't even been in this shit for a year and you DS it. That's all I'm saying. If you would have just quit, bro, I'm telling you, like, I just can't respect, like I can't respect D-Rod. Like, to me, that's just what it is. Maybe he did it by accident, and to me, that makes it worse. Maybe he accidentally was dick riding. I don't know. That make it even worse to me. Cause like,
DSG's and done.
No way.
That's crazy,
if it's an accident, if it was on purpose, to me, it's just like, that's your reason. That's your reason. That's it. That's all I got to say. I'm just feel like I can't respect it. I can't respect, like,
if every challenger player fought how he did, there wouldn't be a challenger scene.
Everyone would be quitting.
And it would have been over a few years ago.
That DS cheese. That's all.
Thing is, he's still got a chance to turn it around. Yeah.
I'm just saying.
No, I do hear you. I mean, like I'm hearing, Trey, what you're talking about, like attitude and shit. That was definitely also an issue.
I heard a lot of rumors
people
about
that he was, for the players that he was teaming with, but also like, look, yeah, and as bad as that could be, yeah, I do agree that like when you put all the pieces together, it's like right now Encourage is not the full package needed to become a league ready player. Maybe he's got the talent to do it, but he's clearly not got the mental he's clearly not been the best of a teammate all the time, because otherwise, like if he was constantly on the best teams playing with the best players because they like playing with him, then it probably would be a different story. But that's not how it looks. So, but obviously it's kind of frustrating when you see a guy who's clearly got talent and potential, like he's been gassed up for good reason. I mean, I remember it was probably start of the year when Dashi said that he thinks Encourage is going to be a world champ one day. I don't get any more gas than that. He did say that. I can find the clip.
He said that.
I can find the clip. I swear I can find the clip. I'm going to find the clip. I'm going to find the clip.
Yo, dumb man. I'm retiring from being a pro.
I'll find the clip.
I'm retiring from being a pro. Simp just got second. How does he not win the event, man? I'm retiring. If he can't win, I can't win, bro.
Hey, what the fuck, bro?
I said that, bro. If I'm, unless I'm like crazy trip, but I'm pretty sure it was like January sometime. PD's probably gonna find the clip for me, but I will find it. I'm finding it right now.
Bro, Brandon was straight fucking seeking, bro.
Well, like, cause he was playing them in 8s, and he was like
probably gifted him 5.
And he was probably being sarcastic. He was actually probably being so sarcastic.
Bro, I remember talking
Brandon
about
thinks
this
everybody and their mother sucks dick at the game. Why the fuck would he gas Encourage? I'm just saying, like, there's just no fucking way he meant it.
I gotta find the shit. People say it, yeah, like I know people. The clip does exist. You know, I just gotta find this. Usually I'm pretty good at this, but
yeah, I've seen your search. Like I've seen how you search. It's fucking no wonder you find everything so fast.
I've been trying.
There you go.
His own Twitter. All right, let's see.
Okay. Oh, he tweeted it. Of course he did. Of course. Wait, how many tweets does he do? Can I scroll back? I'll just click the link in the chat. Be easier, won't it? Bang. Go to site. All right, here we go. Yeah, oh, it is. This is the tweet. January 15th. Only a matter of time with the egg timer emoji. Sensational. Are you listening to it, Don? Because I'm going to play it for the stream as well. All right, I'm going to play it for the stream. 2, 1.
I've only scouted 2 people in my life, basically. Well, I say 1.5 because it's like I didn't really scout this other guy. I just thought he was raw, and I just know.
We'll give him that, bro. I guess we'll give him that. I think Brandon was just trying to be the Pope.
I guess we're waiting for that. That's what I was waiting for.
He's just trying to predict somebody, bro. Nah, bro.
I mean, Dan was like the first one, and then the other one. I'm telling you, Encourage in like 3-4 years, he's gonna win champs when I'm retired, or 5 years.
3-4 years, you think he's gonna win champs?
Actually, not 3-4 years. I lied. Maybe not 3-4.
It's crazy. It's crazy how the world goes by so fast, man. January the 15th, he was all amped up, ready to fucking win champs in 3-4 years. Now he's retired.
It's great. I mean, it's like 3.5 months.
That's the most like
3.5 months.
All it took was Merc to not get picked up after placing top 3, and he said, "Nah, man, I'm not a world champ anymore, man. I'm done with this shit."
Bro said 3 to 4 to 5 years, bro.
Yeah, well, Dashi's right, you know, like he's got Dashi ain't wrong. If Encourage wanted to be serious, he's got to put his time in. No, I look.
Yo, Don,
okay,
tell me
that's
not Brandon's troll voice, bro.
Bro, Brandon, I know his voice right there. Like he's just high as shit, like trying to like be the Pope. Like he's in a call with Haggy and shit. Like he's out of his element, trying to like fit in.
He's perfectly fine if Encourage never wins champs in 5 years. But if he does, he's gonna go, "Yeah, cool that shit, man."
Yeah. That's just like the safest. Just fucking. He's just throwing some bullshit out there. He's just fried.
That's what I'm saying, bro. He literally. I'm telling you, like, no disrespect, but Encourage thought he was going to get picked up to the pro scene because ZooMaa and all these boys were gassing him up on the flank. He had a dodgy roster mania and challenges and tweeted out, "Man, like, I don't know if I can do this anymore." What do you mean anymore? It's been 2 months.
Bro, he's in a call with Scrap PD. Bro, Scrap that's even worse. That's even more fried of a call. Scrap drove his car into the fucking wall, bro. Those guys are fucking torch, bro. Like that might be a top 3 torch fucking call. Like,
I could probably go. I could probably go in there and get gas. Yo, Brandy, you reckon I can come back, bro? Shit, yeah, you can win champs.
Give it 3, 4, 5 months, and you win a champs.
Yeah, just wait till I retire, and then like you could probably win champs. Yeah, when you're 32. Cheers, bro. Cheers. Yo, Ernie, what about me? Ernie, what about me? Nah, fuck that. You're a shit trick. I bet, my bad, bro.
Well, look, I do get it. Look, I'm still kind of hopeful that Encourage can maybe he can turn it around. He's still young, still got a future potentially. If he does
He's
the collegiate
19
COD
years
stuff, that's what I'm saying. You know,
Teej was in the call too. Nah, those guys were fucking scorched, bro.
maybe he could
He's
figure it
probably on the
out.
headset.
Man. Challenges is good fun. All right, the final piece of I wanted to touch on challenges is, you remember Envoy gave that take a little bit ago, and he said like there ain't enough talent in challenges to justify expansion, right? He wasn't
What about Rayless, yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure we're gonna have the Rayless tweet. Yeah, so like, so this guy, I honestly tip like the level of just generational hater club in this. But he quote tweets the box score. They've just got 3-2'd by Heretics. Envoy's dropped to 0.8, although he did clutch a crazy 1v3 to even give him a chance. But you know, it is what it is. And Rayla says, quote, no talent in challenges, unquote. Worst KD in the lobby. And then Envoy obviously hits him with a reply and says, cherry picking a couple online series. Couple bad series for me. Work more on your analytics. Top 16 ain't cutting it for the best organ challenges. And then obviously Rayless responds and it goes back and forth a bit. But I think there's something to say about the fact that we've got the likes of Super, for example, coming in and just absolutely cooking. I mean, he's averaging a 1.5 in search since he's come into the league. So, you know, it's out of control. No way. It's actually, am I going to have to go full screen? Bang! Oh no, chosen away.
Hey, see now he's taking my
Bang!
my-
Wow. Wait, you're looking big, Don. Let's go. Like in a good way. You know what I'm
Get my titties to pop.
saying? Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Come on, man.
Damn, Rubik's getting good value for his $5 super chat. I can lie.
Hey, that's good work.
That is going to work. Bang! Let's go. I mean, look, thoughts, gentlemen, on the talent that's still there in challenges. I mean, I ain't going to lie, Afro would be in the league if he wasn't British. Here's what it is.
Yeah, I can see Afro. I can see a bunch of those. Maybe his old team getting picked up next year, not as a full squad, but maybe if an organization's like, you know what, fuck it, let me spend a couple grand on visas. You know, if we're talking about Afro and challenges, I think Afro to me is league proven. He's done well in the league. He had a bad stint in MW2 and then in MW3, but listen, Afro and me, he was a dog.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's just me, but you know, in Vanguard he was very good, and then after, you know, he wasn't great, but he's league proven to me. Obviously, I'm gonna gas myself playing with him. Kadu is very good, but he can hop into the league with the right people and absolutely fry. I think that guy's a generational talent. And then we're talking like Cobra, he's fucking unbelievable. Yeah, there's a lot of talent in challenges, and when Envoy tweets that kind of stuff, I actually don't think he means it. There's absolutely no one in challenges. I think he's just generalizing the fact that there's probably like 5 to 10 people that could probably make it pro. And to make it pro isn't just shooting straight. It's about the mindset. It's about teamwork. It's about how you're going to work with other players. If you're a fucking weirdo, you know, no one wants a team with a weirdo. You know, being a team, when you know, what's the first thing you do when you're a team? You go out for a team dinner when you go to an event. You don't want some weirdo at that dinner. You want someone you can talk to. There's a lot of weirdos. You know, there is talent in challenges. Obviously, Merc just pulled up and placed top 3. That's talent in challenges. You know, there's a few people that could as well. I just think that obviously Rayless is, you know, he's definitely got Envoy to fall for his bait there. But we ain't lying. You know, the issue is, now that it's harder for EU challengers to come over here, we ain't gonna get to see like a super level player until the off season. Because Super's very fucking good. Someone asked me, is he top 3 in the league? I don't think he's top 3, but he's certainly top 10. Certainly top 10.
Yeah, right now.
Yeah. Would I give him top 5? Talent wise, he's fucking insane, but top 10, I think, is very nice for Super right now. He just pulled up, you know, starts absolutely slamming people. You know, Rayless definitely Rayless definitely went after the wrong person, I think, with the Envoy shout, because Envoy was on smoke. But you got to tip it. You got to tip it for sure.
All right, we're going to transition into the matches. I did want to just quickly get back to PD Super Chat earlier because this weekend's they're on the new patch for the first time. So they're going to be running this long barrel back, I'm assuming. They're bringing it back on the Jackal. You mentioned it last week, Trade, at the spawns. They're looking a little bit different. Because PD said, speaking of changes, how do pros go about adapting to spawn changes in a single week like the pros will have to this week? I mean, it's also interesting, I guess, that they're playing on the new patch now, but they've got to change at some point, and they've had no real break. You probably don't want to do it immediately after the major because you've got like 1 day of practice. So I guess now's the best chance. But I've not seen too much reaction to it so far. I saw Bance did a tweet, and he said, like, spawns are cooked. But they say that every time. Even if the spawns get better, the pros always complain because it's different. And then, but sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad.
Wait,
I think
can someone
long
check
barrel-
that?
What's up?
Someone
No,
said,
you
didn't
good.
I play Super and Rancor at Champs last year? Let me see. How can I fucking...
I'll have a look for you.
Yeah, let me know. Wait, go ahead, Trey. My
Camp
bad.
last year. I don't know if long barrel's back. I'm pretty sure it is. I couldn't tell you honestly. These
no
motherfuckers
clue
chopping.
either.
These motherfuckers flip flop like encourage. But the spawns on control are way different. They're a lot more punishing. My interesting take is I haven't seen a pro complain about them yet. So I don't know if they changed on the pro patch or not, even though they're playing on the same patch. You know what I mean? Like, because we had the same patch as like other people, but we had our back in like MW2 Dom, we had our and Vanguard. We played in the same patch.
Yeah.
But our pro accounts were different spawns to the actual like public accounts.
Yeah, it was definitely...
Oh, you actually did. You played them in the first round of the bracket. You got beat game 5.
Oh, my bro. When I tell you, that was my last... Or no, I did play a series after that. That game 5 was the... Like... You know
Super
what, like,
probably
people after events
smokes
do
you
it?
game 5. That's what he does.
Bro, I had 17. Bro, I had 17 for the loss.
Really? No
Game
way.
5, yes. 17 kills, bro. Like, I'm telling you, the shit that went wrong was just it's just unthinkable shit, bro. Unthinkable shit, bro. It was insane.
No, I just brought it up briefly for the stream right now. This is Challenger Champs last year. Yakko, Super, Rancor, and Journey came top 6 with 5 Media Clan. And they took down Capstone, Temp, Eric Boom, and Assault in the first round of winners. So it is what it is.
Journey, I miss that guy, man.
17 game 5. And we got 3-0 by Byron's team.
Yeah, Cammy, Wake, Purge, Proloot, which is, I mean, basically the Boston team right now.
Yeah.
Understandable.
Yeah, literally.
That team, that was one of my funniest teams because, like, Eric Boom and Adam Assault, like, this is me being, like, honest. Like, me and Cap were so toxic, like, in terms of, like, we just didn't want to play with them and we didn't want to play the game. And I remember, like, before the event, Eric Boom was, like, crying, like, bro, I just want us to try, man. I just want us to try. And then me and Cap were just poking each other, like, why is this guy crying in our fucking ear, bro? Like, we hate this shit. Like, I mean, it was bad, bro. Like, I feel bad for Boom Boom just won the Challengers event, but like, yeah, but he got me when I had no dope. I had no fucking dope right there, bro.
Oh, poor guy, man. I
was
actually saw him
dreading
in
that shit
Dallas. He
every
was
day.
like, I'd like to see him back, actually. I think he's a good kid. But obviously, the
Yeah, I love
Spanish
him,
scene
bro.
right now, like, I feel, they've found their team, The Spanish scene have
Yeah,
found the
yeah.
team, so
Yeah,
it probably ain't going to change anytime soon.
Boom Boom was getting slammed in the league. I was always roasting him about that shit. Boom was getting
I mean, bro, Boom Boom is crazy, man.
yeah, Boom Boom. It's a little Boom Boom.
There's nothing you can say about that either, Don. You know what I'm saying? When you go into the league and go straight back to challenges, and like
Yeah.
you like, listen, me and you have been cooking in the pro scene for a while. No one can really say anything to us about by the time
Yeah.
by the time we got dropped or something like that. Someone starts talking shit like, motherfucker, who the fuck are you?
Bro, that's how I feel, bro. Every time, like last year when I was at the beginning, when I was like losing the fucking exceeding them, I'm just like, bro, these guys like, my lord, bro.
Never used to lose
I'll just
those
leave it at
cats.
that. Just leave it at that.
Let's talk about the matches, ladies and gentlemen. Let's do it. We are going to begin with... where should we begin? Let me have a look at the completed games of the weekend. Let's start with Cloud9. They made a change. Your boy, Cap, he's back in the league.
A duo.
He comes in for... Obviously, Attach is gone, Mac is gone, and C9 come in. First series back. They get a little 3-0 slammage. They take down the Falcons. They look pretty good. Obviously, I mean, there was never a more must-win series than this, really. I mean, you had to get the 10 points here. They did get the 10 points. Cap was looking pretty nice. Unfortunately for Cloud9, they played Toronto yesterday, and they kind of gave it a decent go, but it wasn't quite enough in the end. So, look, obviously we're going to discuss OpTic. They might have kicked on a little bit, in which case maybe it's like a forlorn effort or whatever you want to say. There's like Cloud9 are cooked regardless. But look, they made a change. They look a little bit better, but it's, you know, the honeymoon period hasn't exactly worked out immediately.
I'll talk about them since these are my boys. I feel like the team looks way better. I mean, it just depends on this team. This team should feel good, like very good about themselves. It just depends on what their goals are as a team. And obviously, like I seen after they beat the Falcons, they asked Cap if they think they have a chance at making champs, and he said yes, of course. You got to be realistic. Obviously, set the goal of making champs. If you guys can make a miracle run, do it. But just try to focus in on making winners bracket, having a good tournament, and whatever happens. Just focus on this tournament. You know what I'm saying? Because especially to Cap and Spark, just have a good tournament, bro. This will solidify you on the roster for ESWC. It will solidify you into the league next year. Like that's what you two, like that's what the whole team should be focused on. Even though Sib and Kremp, they've been really good to me all year, and Sib's just been good for years now. Sib is to me is just solidified. So, they're obviously those two players are obviously gonna be in the league next year. So Cap and Spark, make sure you guys play well enough. You know, obviously focus on winning, and I feel like they are focused on winning. Chris I hope he like has some fucking takeover series on this team. Like really take over, because I'm telling you, like this guy, Chris, like he's really good. Like I know in the league he's had his the way he plays, he's so selfless that he can throw up the bullshit. Like I'm not gonna say or be delusional. Like can Chris throw up a 0.7 in a fucking in a series where you don't need him to do that and he gets fucking shit on? Sure. But I'm telling you, like this team, like they're all playing for the win. I like the pace. I like what I saw. I like the vibes, the energies from the comms. It's just, you know, like they obviously went against Toronto. Toronto, I mean, I was so high on Toronto going to the last event. I thought they were gonna make grand finals. Obviously, they're not fucking with them yet. But just focus on this tournament. Try to do your best at this tournament, and like, as long as you guys are like, you guys need to get good at S&D and control for sure. Mm-hmm. If you're gonna steal series from top teams, I feel like right now, just like with their pacing and them running around, like they look good in hardpoint, like naturally. They definitely look good in hardpoint naturally. It's just the other two modes, just practice, you know, just keep working, chipping away, and then I feel like this team will at least be a top 6 team. Honestly, I do.
They should have probably just made the change earlier, Trey.
Don't even get me started. Because listen, they put themselves at a hard task now, because obviously, you know, it doesn't look like it. You know, with OpTic, which we'll talk about, they're looking decent too. ROKKR, don't want to talk about them. They're pissing me off. So with OpTic, and OpTic's the only real, you know, let's say like barrier stopping them from getting champs. So you need to win these series if you're Cloud9. Yeah, we can talk about how they should have made the change a bit earlier. My main thing about this team is that I saw it in that hard point. And this isn't just because they're a new team. This is just 4 motherfuckers running around shooting. It was a P2 to P3 on the vault. They were up like 40, 50 points or something like that. And there was like 15 seconds left of old. Not one soul rotated to new. And they had good spawns. They all hit old through the cat and the right-hand side of the tree. And I looked at my screen and I nearly put my fucking head through it. Now, I do like the team, like Don says. It has got a lot of talent on it. Capsule's a very good player. Capsule, my brother, please stop shooting bodies. You gotta stop. Motherfucker, keep your gun up because you just pissed off Kleenex. And I will say this, I was sitting there thinking about it. Kleenex is probably one of my favorite POVs to watch besides like Shotzi and Hydra. Like his POV is disgusting. Stop shooting bodies, Cap. You ain't making champs right now. You know, you gotta lock in. Save those bullets for the next enemy. But my main issue with this team is like the shot calling done. Like who's gonna be like the dominant voice? Like in that situation right there, who's that guy that's gonna go, yo, everyone fucking rotate? Because it wasn't fucking any of them. Let me tell you, because they just fucking hit the cat one by one. Lost spawns. Yeah. Luckily they won the match. But I know Spark can do it. But it's one of those things. Maybe like an S&D. Maybe like a play cool. But right now I feel like they've got 4 people that are just shooting together, but no one's that dominant voice of, you know, sitting back, looking at the mini map, looking at the time, looking at the scrap time, and being like, yo, everyone stop what the fuck you're doing, rotate right now, set up for new. And that's my only issue with this team, and that's why I feel like control is going to be an issue, because if you're getting spawn trapped in control and this team's coming up off spawn, are they going, yo, wait for me, let's fucking break this out together? Hell no. I just feel like Cap's going to go around the corner, try and piss on a guy. Spark's going to follow up, try and piss on a guy. Sib's going to try and piss on a guy. And it's just
my type of team, baby. My type of team.
I hear you.
Yeah, no, I like this team.
I hear you.
Someone needs to take over. And low key, like Sib, you've been in the league for a little bit now. You're by far one of the, you know, hottest talents in the league. Maybe, you know, maybe it's your turn to step up in the comms. And I'm not saying they don't already, but they don't have that primary figure to just be like, boys, you're throwing up the fucking bullshit, rotate, slow down. And that's my issue with this team.
Yeah, and I mean, just because I feel like, I mean, I never played with Sib and Crim, but I did scrim with Crimp a little bit. I feel like I know these people, especially like half the team, like really well. They're not going to have that guy. I mean, Chris is going to be fucking black the fuck out when it comes to land. Like, I'm not, even if he calls out online, I'm not relying on that guy to fucking call out when he's fucking twisted. So, like, I don't know. I mean, that is a problem. But, like, I mean, I feel like that will affect, like, winning the whole shit, maybe. Like, I feel like they can work around it to maximize their potential to maybe get, like, top 3, like, no, a top 3, a top 4, a top 6. Like, I feel like that's, like, a good goal for this. Yeah, I feel like that's a good goal for this team. Like, I'm not thinking this team is going to beat Thieves, Toronto, FaZe consistently. Like, I'm just not, or Surge. Like, you know, Surge look a little shaky right now. I don't think they're going to beat any of those teams consistently. But I think for this major, they can lock in and just get kind of like a Cinderella run at this major. That's what I think they can do.
Well, they're the only team that can actually, like, make champs, in my opinion, because I'm counting ROKKR out, because fuck me.
I feel like this team is better. This team is better than ROKKR. Like, in my opinion.
And, you know, Joey put in the chat saying they don't have a formal Octane, is what you're saying. I think they do on skill level with Sib when he's shooting on point. I think Sib was the guy that needed a turn up versus Ultra. He had a slow series. But obviously he's got a new team, so he's working it out. But you give Sib, like, and I'm not saying Sib's better than Octane or Formal, I'm just saying you give Sib the level of comms and composure that Octane and Formal have, this team would be 10 times better. It's just, I don't see a leader in this team that's slowing down the game. That's my thing with this team.
He's got accuracy back in the server, bro. He needs to come back. It might be time. He can call a shot.
They might need to give accuracy to Mike while someone else is playing.
Yeah.
That's why coaches on stage for COD would be fire, because I think this
accuracy
Cloud9
would be
team,
so impactful if he could be on stage.
I think this Cloud9 team with Lamar behind him with a headset on calling out for him, like, yo, slow it the fuck down, rotate it. Bro, they would be so fucking good.
Yeah, they'd be better.
They'd be so good.
Thanks, Jose, for the super chat. I actually like that. See, no, Martin Gilstrat. I mean, yeah, we're done Cloud9. Look, they're on 115. If they win the major, they get to 215. But look, if they get top 3 at the major, that's like 60 points. Top 4 is 45 points. And the issue is their qualifiers ahead of them are pretty tough. I mean, they play FaZe, Heretics, and Thieves. And you're thinking by the time they play Thieves are going to be looking a little bit better. That series could be really important for Thieves as well. You never know, based on the way that their first weekend went. obviously Heretics aren't an easy win, but you've got to try and win that. Obviously, if you're Cloud9, you can win that series. I don't think you're expecting to be phased. So OpTic are going to be pretty happy. Minnesota ROKKR have officially dropped behind Cloud9 New York on head-to-head. I don't really know. I don't really know what to say. I don't really know how to comprehend the way that these guys managed to pull it off. I can only conclude that as an organization, they're just cooked from top to bottom, and it's always been this way.
Oh, fuckers have got no ice. Go look at their recent matches. They have gone game 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. 5 times out of 3. Ask me how many of those they've won. Fucking 1.
They beat Boston in 5. They lost to OpTic in 5, Ravens in 5, Cloud9 in 5, Vegas in 5. This is probably the most criminal of the lot, though, I'm not going to lie.
They lost to fucking Falcons.
Right, Falcons only had 10 points all year.
I'm not saying Falcons are the worst team in the league. LAG, take that. Don't get it twisted. But listen, Falcons don't have anything to play for but upsets. That's all they're doing. They're trying to upset you going the champs. How are you going to tell me that you, Minnesota ROKKR, have a better run than Cloud9 and OpTic, in my opinion, to get some fucking points? You go 1-0 up, you slam them first map, 100-point club. This is what I said to you before, Dom. And when I said this to you about this team, they 100-point club someone the other time, I said, yo, you got to go into next match and just lay down the fucking hammer. You got to lay down some pipe. You go 4-1 up, and you go, you know what, we'll fucking troll this. You went 3-2. You don't deserve to make champs anymore, in my opinion. I was rooting for you. But you don't deserve to make champs.
Nah, this is cooked, bro.
You don't deserve to make champs. I'm sick of it. We can root for you all you want. I'm doing what I do to Miami. I'm rooting against them. This is my new root against team. I mean, I've got no reason to root for them anymore. They're a fun team. I like watching them play, but they don't win. They are,
that's bang on.
This team is the biggest breakers in the league. And that's
how are you losing 2 searches to Falcons, bro? Criminal behavior. Falcons are they're so bad at search. Their search is horrific. They played that Cloud9 team, a Cloud9 team that had just been formed with no strats, and they lost the dealership 6-1. These guys are I don't know, maybe they've been putting in the work on it, but the fact that ROKKR lost 2 searches to Falcons is just abysmal. Honestly, abysmal.
Bro, Kenny's probably been one of their better search players, and that's
Kenny had 3,000 damage over the 2 maps.
That's an issue because Kenny should not be your best search player, bro. You need some better search players than motherfucking. You want to be a good search team? That's like me being the best search player on my team. What the fuck? That is not my specialty. That's my worst game mode. If I'm our best S&D player,
we got a problem.
We're kind of fucking we have a fucking problem. What the fuck? This team, I mean, I'm. It's hard for me to enter this mode, but I feel like it's time to be a little harsh and mean towards these guys. Okay, we've been saying what we need to say, but these guys fucking suck. Okay, these guys are fucking terrible. These guys might be in the bigger. I can't think of one. Maybe it's probably now because I'm more I'm not competing, so I'm just watching from the outside. I can't think of bigger breakers. This might be the most nervous fucking wreck shit I've ever seen in my fucking life. The amount of tosses and throws, is actually insane. These guys, they should feel embarrassed. Obviously they're still you want to have hope. Yeah, man, we can still do this shit, man.
Hey, no, that camp is down. There's no
bro. I'm gonna be honest. You should feel embarrassed. As a competitor, bro, I've had some insane throws. I mean, even MW2, I ran out of side door with a knife. I'm embarrassed about that. I fucking a seaside fucking hard point. I ran down mid alley when OpTic had to break for the win. That's something that I fucking have nightmares about, and I replay that shit in my head over and over. So next time I'm in clutch situations, I don't fuck it up. These motherfuckers, bro, it's are these guys fucking it up and not even realizing oh, it's not that bad. Bro, these guys, I've never seen bigger breaker. Like, someone name me a team that's breaking down more than this fucking team. Like,
maybe the ROKKR team of a couple years ago. It's always
This
Boston last year.
Like, bro, I'm just saying, like, we're seeing like
No, I
1v1,
agree.
1v1s with the bomb planted. We're getting shot in the side. Fucking, we're up. All we gotta do is rotate. We're getting broken for the win. Like, I'm telling you, it's like every clutch situation, we just want to fuck up. Round 11. Oh my God, round 11. Pat said the same shit, and I said the same shit before I asked, or before I saw Pat talk about it on the flank, because I went to dinner with Kenny, and I asked him about it. Why? I was like, bro, why the fuck? Round 11. Here's my mindset. Vegas Falcons, like we all just acknowledged, they have nothing to lose. Round 11, Vegas Falcons are gonna fucking run into a fucking tight room and chow some shit. You know why? Because if they lose the series, no one really gives a fuck. We would have been like, damn, Vegas Falcons, they lost round 11 versus ROKKR, man. Good fucking try. You know what I'm saying? They're playing that round 11 with free cash, like free cash, bro. If I'm ROKKR, I am not doing any strat round 11 that can lose me the round in 10 seconds. It's 10 to 15 seconds in the round. Gio has a sub. Gio is first in line, by the way, with a submachine gun round 11. My fucking AR demon shooter has a fucking submachine gun out round 11 versus Vegas Falcons. What the fuck? And then fucking Kenny is in a 1v3 with 15 seconds. Like, if anything, I'm just saying from if you're in a
10 seconds into the round, it was a 1v3 for
10
Kenny.
seconds into the round, he's in a 1v3. Bro, if you
Kenny
know
just changed his
COD,
class and he's in a 1v3.
bro, if you know COD and how to play like championship COD or like fucking tournament COD, is just what H said. Bro, round 11, I'm playing against a fucking shit team. I'm going to slow the game down because I'm going to say, okay, if we slow the game down, as long as we don't lose this right away, we can find a way to pick this team apart. They're shit. We're better than them. Like, you know what I'm saying? As long as I don't lose instantly, that's their way out of it. You know what I'm saying? Is losing instantly or getting a quick, oh shit, we just ran inside side door and I got blooded. Fuck. Now we're in a 2v4 and we lost. No, when you're the better team, like I think if we saw FaZe or Thieves in that situation, obviously they wouldn't have been fucking game 5 round 11 with Falcons to begin with. But I'm saying you see a championship COD team in that situation, they're not gonna insta die. Like, I promise you, they're not finna just, oh shit, goddamn Salem's in a 1v3. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like that's so stupid. Like, it's just so stupid. And I don't give a fuck if I know they didn't. I think they didn't do that strat all game, but they did it round 11. But that's my thought process. These motherfuckers got nothing to lose. So round 11, they just randomly did some shit they ain't do all game. You know, that is avoidable. You can be aware of that.
One team's playing for
literally
champs.
put
One
RNG.
team's playing for champs. The other's playing to piss people off.
Yeah, they did an RNG. Well, he's in the chat. They did an RNG strat round 11 versus a team that doesn't give a fuck if they win or lose.
Yo, Don. You picture this. Yeah, you're Falcons. You lose 6-5. You're like, shit, bad, Matt. Fuck it, boys. We done well.
Yeah.
Fuck it. You win 6-5, and you're on ROKKR. You're like, fuck, you know, we were up 4-1. Oh my lord, we're trying to make champs. Oh my lord. And then you think, shit, now we got to go into control. We're fucking ass at control. Whoever decided that round 11 strat, by the way, fine him. I don't care who it was, because that was the worst shit I've ever seen in my life.
You ain't wrong there. Like, the map 2 is also horrific, and the game.
Map 2 is horrific.
I mean, the game 3. I actually just because I mentioned it in the chat here a second ago, but that. So we know that Falcons, they like playing a Vault Control, right? That's the only one that they ever win. This season, Falcons are 4-8 on Vault Control. They were, before they played ROKKR yesterday, 0-7 on Hassie Control. But that was the one. That was the one that they decided to win. When it mattered, ROKKR, they got the job done, and they gifted their first dub of the season on Hassie Control. So, congratulations.
Yeah, so you can't. And like, I'm gonna be honest, bro. Like, you can't even blame the coach. That's good vetoes. We playing them on the 07 map. I'll put y'all motherfuckers in position. Bro, like, I guarantee, Looney, because I team with fucking Looney, bro. Looney is one of the greatest. Like, he used to play on a high-ass sense. I'm telling you, he's not known for his gun skill, but he's got, like, fucking 7 or 8 chips. Bro, he is known for fundamental COD. Pinch the back, 3 hit the front, like, simple shit like that. Bro, I guarantee you, he wishes he can possess these niggas' controllers while they're in these clutch situations, and he thinks he would do a better job in that.
He 1v5'd on Hacienda, I remember.
He would. He probably would not choke. If you got Looney in these situations to just, oh shit, 4v2, stay alive, like, they'll be in a 4v2, and the next, I think it was on the red card, they're in a 4v2, and the next you know, someone's in a 1v1. Like they're in a 1v1 fighting for their goddamn life. And you hate Trey. You know that. You hate being the guy like, oh shit, we're about to get 2v4. Now you're in a 1v1. You're like, God damn it. Like this, it should have been a 3v1. I'm just running at this motherfucker. Now I'm 1v1. He just turned on one of my teammates. He might be shooting right now.
Oh, you're 4v2 to a 1v1? I don't care. I'm running to prove a point. I'm running to prove. Ah, shit, I lost. What the fuck are you guys
I'm praying not to lose that shit, bro. Like,
listen, if I win, my teammates look at me like, come on, nice one. If we lose, I'm like, serious? That's what you guys done. That's what you decided was the right play. To get World Star 2-piece and then traded. That's what you thought was class. And then I've already lost full running in that bitch, and people are going to be like, oh, Trey, that's the wrong mindset to have. Hell no. You going to prove a point. 5-5, 5-0, 0-5, you going to prove a point. I'm either gunning this guy or I'm complaining.
That's crazy. I mean, shit, fuck it, I guess. I'll fucking set you up, but it's just crazy, bro. These guys are the biggest breakers in the league. What could have been? Like, all these guys can say is what could have been, man. Like, if you guys weren't fucking pissing yourselves in the clutch, then you'd be fucking 4-1 last split. And you fucking would be 1-0 right now. You weren't fucking pissing yourselves.
It all starts from when, boys? The OpTic series.
Oh my god.
Up 100 points in the hard point on the 4th map to close it out. Loss. 5-4 up in the S&D. Blown up by an shot in the back 1v1. Blown up by an RCXD around 11. Oh boy. What did I... Hey, Rab.
You called it. I remember.
What was it last year?
About the Awakening series or whatever it was.
Yeah. Whether they got
Boston
1v12 or 2v12 or something.
Yeah, on Karachi
when he plays for Minnesota on Karachi.
Yeah.
Team chalk for the rest of the year. Choked versus OpTic. Chalk for the rest of the year.
Yeah.
Run it back at EWC, baby.
Yeah, see you in Riyadh, buddy. We'll see you in Riyadh.
Oh
so.
boy, that's what I'm saying. Like, you just look at it back, and I told like Don says he has nightmares about some of the stuff he's done. Listen, there's been I got nightmares about some of the shit I done. You know, getting reverse swept in control and then reverse swept by LA Thieves at Champs or 100 Thieves at Champs. That one, sometimes I can't sleep at night. I wake up in hot sweats. These motherfuckers formed a pretty good roster to make Champs with some. A pretty good last split done to go 4-1 against an OpTic team that were not good whatsoever. And now they can't even beat a fucking Vegas Falcons on Hacienda control when they were 0-7 on it. Chalk them up. It's done. We'll see you in Riyadh.
Yeah, we'll see you in Riyadh. Okay, a few other interesting games of the weekend. I did want to, given that Eno is back in the chat, we got to talk Ravens, baby. They done it.
Dylan Rex,
they won a series. They played Ultra. It wasn't bad. Like, they actually were competitive against Ultra to some degree. It wasn't pretty, but, it was looking a little bit better. Dylan Rex on Skyline, he might be the new Awakening. Like, Awakening had a time where he was unreal at this map. Now he looks a little bit more shaky. But in the second series, right, I mean, they played Boston Breach, and, my boys, it might be over. It might be over for them. Their time, look, I've been looking for a team all season. I thought it was going to be Surge, I ain't going to lie, who, we've seen the best of them, and then after that, it was cooked. And Boston, they've shown me a bit of promise. They get to top sixes at these majors, and then they just bomb out. So look, I still like the team. Don't get me wrong, but I'm rescinding my faith in the team. The team is losing my faith. Even this series, I was a little bit concerned about, and for good reason, to be fair, because Rex comes out and drops a 1.35 nutsack on their head. TJ does the same. So, I mean, yeah.
Finally. He's
done it. He's actually done it. Dylan Rex, he's finally proven Enid Dog knows ball. And World Stars Wake map 1, they somehow only won this map by 10 points. And then after that, though, like, they just handled business. And Rex is plus 10 in the control as well. So, it's good to see. I know, obviously, he was feeling the pressure coming into this team, I imagine. But they're back. Gwinternet is back.
I did after this series, I checked Twitter, and I see Haggy tweet Sam and Benjay said, "Whoa,
Yeah.
Ravens beat a team that's not top 4. Who's surprised?" Noctane put, "You're tweeting me to tip them for beating mid teams." That's the issue right now. We're just battling mid. Rex had a good series finally. That's what we asked for, but his first series were, what was it, 2 Thieves and then an Ultra.
Yeah.
No, ROKKR.
ROKKR, they
and
played.
ROKKR.
Yeah.
He got pissed on by ROKKR.
He did.
So
That's a problem.
2 Thieves, Piss on Baraka,
Yeah,
and
shit.
then Ultra. And he's had a good series, so now you hope it's like he's had his good one. Now he turns it around. Now we're gonna have to see if he does. If he does, he does. If he don't, he don't. We will be here. Like I said, I'm always one of those people that give people flowers. They had a good game. They had a good series. It just wasn't against the greatest opponent. Rab gasses up Boston by no end. I don't know why.
Nah, not anymore. It's over for me now. I'm cooking. I'm choking it up.
I don't know why. But this is what Dylan Rex was. This is what Dylan Rex was brought in for. He was brought in to get kills, and this is what I said before to Ina and everyone else in the chat. He's not here to fucking throw his life and drop a 0.8 and just go, I was playing for the win. That's not what you're there for. You got there to bring in kills. That's what they dropped Vivid for. You wasn't getting enough kills. Boom. You bring in Rex, who was frying in challenges. Go get some kills. Go kill whore. Go do what we brought you here to do. We're making champs regardless. Make the map easier for us. You're not making the map easier by just throwing your life in a hill with fucking Tej and the boys. Post up, get a couple AR kills. Tej is going to work the map. And they beat Boston. Who's their next opponent? Who do they play next?
Well, good question. Let's have a quick little look. I mean, I also just wanted to quickly look at the Slayer rating here, because it's a good point you made. Against Thieves, so the Slayer rating is like an estimate of how many kills you're going to get in a 5-map series. Every series he's got quicker and quicker. He's gone from a 62 to a 67 to a 74 to a 95 to a 105. So all I'm saying is if Dylan Rex keeps this up, he's going to be up there with Scrap.
You were not brought in to throw your life in the hill. You were brought in to get kills.
Oh,
Go
next
do
game
that.
is against OpTic Texas.
There you go. That's a challenge for you too. Boom. Don't get tucked. You start tucking, absolutely. Done and dusted. Rex is shooting.
Then they play
That's what you
ROKKR
got
again.
points
He
with.
gets his chance for revenge.
Yeah, he needs to win that. But then he's going to get called an onliner.
That is true.
And then he's got Heretics.
Yeah, huh?
That's a good run of games to get some, get something going.
Yeah, they're going to be
But,
fine
like,
for champs, but yeah.
I also find it hard to gas this Ravens roster because they haven't moved in 3 months.
Yeah, they just don't do anything.
It's like, that poking thing, like, do something. They haven't done nothing. Regardless if it's Rex, regardless if it's Vivid, like, you guys have not moved. You got good points from, like, what was it, one major and a minor or something like that, and you've not done anything since.
Yeah. Until someone on this team is better than TJ, they're not winning shit. And that sounds like a roast, but TJ, I love Tej, but Tej cannot be your best player, bro. Tej's been their best player this year. That's bad. That's like Kenny being ROKKR's best S&D player. That's just not a good recipe.
Yeah,
like
I don't
this team
have much
is
faith
just
in them.
They're just hard stuck, bro. Like,
I'm waiting for that slasher look again, Don. You know, this slasher look like.
Austin started off good. I mean, I saw him tweet. I believe in Austin as a competitor, but he's been getting fucking pissed on a little bit. So he needs to lock in. Because at like the first half of the year, Slasher and Teej were both doing good, and then there was more on Gwen. But now, like, it's just, I don't know. I mean, these past couple matches, Rex and Teej have been looking good, but I don't know. I just feel like this team just doesn't do anything impressive, honestly. That's like the best way to like say it for me. Like, I don't watch them and be like impressed with anything they do. They just
No, I
Yeah, it's
agree. Like compared to the
It's like
other
when Vivid
top
was on the
teams.
team. I wasn't roasting Vivid when, I said I didn't see him on the map or anything like that. I didn't really see it. Like, I forget this team's a team half the time. Like, I don't watch this team and I'm like, damn, they fucking made an impact. Like, they've literally been on 200 points for how long?
Like 2 months now, 3 months.
Like, what were they? They were third in the thing. What are they now? Like fifth?
Yeah, they're 5th now. They're sitting at 220, I think. They've finally picked up a couple wins, but they're so in no man's land. It's crazy. Like, but they were in no man's land, but now Heretics have caught up. Like, Heretics are within 15 points of them, so they could well drop down. Boston, the couple of top 6s have kind of helped them. They're
bro, that's what we need. We need to go back to that thing at after this major, and do like people like line up our predictions of who finished where. And I promise you, I think I said Ravens were going to finish 6 or 7.
We definitely had them
that.
dropping down. Yeah,
like I said, like. At the start, they were the dark horse team. You know what I'm saying, right? We were like, damn, this team's actually like fucking moving. They're a really good S&D team. They got, I don't know what happened.
Forever.
It don't, but like, surely you don't just regress like this. Like you gotta. Surely there's like, I don't know. I just feel like they've been getting slammed, which is bad because we're talking about winning this series. But like, damn.
No, I hear you. So Ravens, we'll see where they go, but let's do it. The next team that they will play is OpTic Texas. They are back. OpTic are back. Green Wall. Skyz PC is fixed, and welcome back OpTic Texas. They made the right move. They stuck with the roster. They didn't blow it up, and it's working out. So far, they played 1 series. They played Surge. They beat them 3-0. It was a very impressive 3-0. They handled business on the Skyline. They smoked them in the other 2 maps. Like, this is not a close series. Abuza had a 0.6. Nasty had a 0.5. And look, I still rate Nasty. I ain't changing my mind on that. I know that I think he did a tweet about cable. Let me find it real quick. So
Listen, that's got to stop.
So they are going to play the internet card. We're back at it again. Here we go.
It's got to stop. It's got to stop.
I got the tweet.
You're only doing a disservice to yourself when you talk about internet, because then you just blame it like you're in your own head. If it happens, it happens. If you're getting shit on by OpTic, that's got a full fiber. Motherfucker, we were complaining about that when we had fiber. Nasty. Like we complained about Texas team when we lived in Charlotte when we had full fiber. Like Texas is done. Texas is just the best shit for gaming. Like we've been knowing that. We knew that since Black Ops 4.
Yeah.
That's why everyone moves there.
Yeah.
LA Thieves, based out of Texas. LAG, based out of Texas. They ain't in LA gaming. They're not. Obviously we're talking about OpTic here. We can play the online card, but it's not like Vancouver have not beaten OpTic how many times online this year?
That's a good question. Yeah, let's have a look real quick.
Have a look. I'm pretty sure they're like 5-0 for like 5-1 or something against them. Online,
right, online
something
since
like
the
that.
start of the year.
Since yeah.
All right, in the Major 1 qualifiers, OpTic beat them. In the they play in the
I could be
Major 3
talking shit as well.
qualifiers. I think you have actually completely made that up.
I thought I saw a tweet. Never mind.
They barely played them,
I
to
saw
be
a
fair,
tweet.
this year. They barely played them. But
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm pretty sure this was Nep's first match versus OpTic.
Oh,
That's
really?
I've seen. Yeah, this was Nep's first
Oh
match.
shit,
versus
never mind.
Wait,
I might be on about.
I mean,
a
he's
different,
played
I might be on
OpTic
about a different
before,
team.
but like this year, then yeah.
I might be on about a
This year,
different
yeah.
team. Anyway,
Yeah,
the point
they've-
still
yeah.
stands. My point still stands.
They have been
just can't
beating
talk about
Texas
internet.
teams online this year. Like it is what
Yeah,
it is.
you can't. We can't really talk about internet. It's just how it is. The OpTic played well because Don, you know how it is when you play online. Not there's a reason you lost. It's not just because you got killed every time. There's a reason you lost. But you can also go with them a little bit because they have been playing well online. But this is what I'm saying, Don. Like, are they gonna go back and not progress? Are they gonna focus on not winning a map in the final 2 times in a row? You know what I'm saying, right? Like, this is what we said. Like, are they gonna get better? Or are they gonna get worse? That series did not look like them at all. Like you said, they have beaten Texas teams before. I'm pretty sure they've slammed a couple of Texas teams before. Like I said, I did disrupt the bullshit there. I thought I saw a tweet, but I think it was just a salty OpTic fan. So I got to stop scrolling Twitter. But
And look, Surge had
If
an
we're talking
0-2
about OpTic-
weekend. They also lost to FaZe, but like OpTic definitely deserved their flowers. They came out, they brought some energy. Aches was talking about it, saying that wow, they actually sounded like they wanted to win. Sounded like they actually wanted to try. He was like, why have they been so lazy for the last 6 months? Don't sound like they actually wanted it, and then they've turned up and they sound like they want it. So, I mean, look, a team with Hook, Shotzzy, Skyz, Dashion is like, they can't be dog shit, surely. Like, if they actually try. And Shotzzy was talking in the post-game interview about accountability, which I thought was a refreshing change of pace. But yeah, what do you think, Don? Are they back?
I still want to see more. I know we just talked about Surge a little bit. I don't really want to point it towards too much towards them. I just want to see more. I want to see them beat more teams and just be consistent, you know? I mean, regardless of what we've said about them, we've all acknowledged that they even when they were getting fucking slammed, this team could make a run and get top 4 or top 6. Like, them beating Surge, I gotta see them compete versus. I'm not saying Surge is a bad team, but I think Surge do have a little bit of that we just made back-to-back finals where the shit, fuck this online shit going on. I just want to see more, but I mean, this was a fantastic win. I mean, everybody on the team played well. Caesar played well. Shotzzy and Hook, fucking everyone played well, you know? And also speaking on, I remember, I can't remember if it was last show or a couple shows ago, talking about if Shotzi's best days are behind him. Watch that fucking, there was an OpTic video they did. It was a really good video where they all 1v1'd on Halo. I know it's Halo, obviously, but it's not COD. But he literally beat everybody on 1v1 Halo that fucking just were playing the Halo tournament. Legend, Formal, fucking Renegade. This guy is an elite level, and Hook too. And Hook.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I never fully count his team out. I mean, bro, obviously Sky's world champion, Dashy's a fucking shooter too, you know? On any game. He hops on fucking Valorant, he's top 500 in the world. These guys are talented fucking video game players, bro. Especially Hook and Shotzzy. They are special players. But when they look like shit, we got to be critical. Especially, I mean, if you're a special player, right? You're going to have some special fucking standards to meet, you know? That's how it works, bro.
That's what I'm saying. The criticism is, I think you put it exactly right. OpTic, people say, OpTic get criticized more than FaZe do when FaZe lose. But it's well, they set the standards, right? They're the world champions for a reason. There's a reason why this is a big talking point this year. Players like Shotzzy get held to the highest possible standard because he's the highest possible talent, not just in COD, but in the whole esports domain. But obviously there's more to it than just pure raw gunning. But I will say the last couple of weeks, Shotzi's been he's been playing, some insane. I mean, even the major, I thought it was true. You can clearly tell that Shotzi's playing some serious COD right now. But, everything else has still not been ideal until they put it all together this series. I mean, it's the first time in 4 months they've beaten a team that's going to champs. That is a crazy stat.
That's insane.
But they've finally done it. Karma came out after the series and said that he doesn't really know what they did, but it worked. So they're going to try and catch that lightning in a bottle tray, and they're going to run it back for the rest of the stage.
Yeah, are they back? I'm not convinced. It's one match, and like if the cable's as bad as the Nasty's saying it is, then we'll have to see him against a proper good team, another team that's making champs, so to say. Shotzi, I don't understand the argument about, is his best days behind. That guy's a fucking animal. And I promise you, if he was going for free on the market, anyone would take him. Anyone.
Oh, yeah.
Anyone would take him on the market. Is his play style inconsistent? I mean, that's just how he plays. He's been playing like that for years. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. You live and die by that. We've already said that, Don. Those types of players, you live and die by those players.
Oh,
you're gonna back his beef 9 times out of 10. If he does something dumb, I mean, we spoke about him doing some dumb plays with Skyz and stuff like that, but those are the types of stuff where you can't ignore. But him just running around doing shotty things, like you gotta let him do his thing, and you gotta back the beef. That's why you're on OpTic too. People talk about criticizing. Listen, we criticize everyone. It's not our fault. OpTic's the biggest name in COD and they ain't doing so well. But guess what? When they start doing well again, we're gonna gas them. Yeah. FaZe. The only reason we don't talk about FaZe as much as OpTic when they're doing bad is because, listen, 9 times out of 10, those motherfuckers either win the event or in the finals. Let's just keep that real. Quite simply, I'm happy when OpTic do well. You think I like getting talk shit about on Twitter and death threats if OpTic do bad? Hell no, we just got to talk about it on the show. Their next matches are coming up. Let me check their matches real quick. They got Boston next.
Then Ravens.
And then they got Boston, Ravens, LAG, and Ultra.
Oh my God. Listen, they should go 4-1 at least.
Listen, that's a 4-1. But if they don't, like, you got to think. Like, Boston, they just got smoked. Mm-hmm. Ravens, they should get smoked as well. We're talking about OpTic here, straight talent-wise. Like, you got Shotzi running around dropping 48 kills. Like, you expect him to be doing that against everyone.
That shit was crazy.
We're calling that the LAG coin now. Oh, the only people that would lose to them is ROKKR.
PD put it in the chat earlier, right. By the way, Don. So,
that's not right.
So Falcons got their second win. That puts them tied with
I saw that.
With the Vanguard Legion for 2 dubs. So, you never know.
It's still not the same, bro. I'm gonna back my Vanguard team. We got a land dub. That counts for 2.
I actually rate that.
we got a land dub and we won some series.
I remember it well. Yeah, actually, good point. That shit didn't count.
And that land dub versus Seattle Surge, I had to go insane to win that shit. Holy fuck.
I think we need you back in the league.
They win a series on land, I'll give it to them. Right now, they're still the worst team of all time. If they win one on land, they got us tied for sure.
I fuck with that.
I will say, just talking, finishing off. We can gas Hugh, Shotzi, Dashy, but Skyz actually had a good series as well. He didn't, they didn't win, and he dropped like a 0.8.
Was it his best series of the year?
Yeah, I think it is the best series of the year by far. Yeah, and this is what I'm talking about, Don. Like, you just done that against a top 3 team, top 2 team. I mean, I'm only basing like top 2 based on they've made top finals twice, but top 3, let's just say that.
Yeah, of course.
And you've got to go into the next series and do it again, regardless if it was cable internet or something like that. You've got the confidence now. Skyz didn't, Skyz performed well on OpTic. No one's blaming him, saying he should be dropped for Merc right now because, they've just won. Carry on the momentum, go into the next one. You cannot lose the next one after winning one. You just can't. Not right now. I expect the same stat line versus Boston. Everyone doing this. I expect this. Everyone above a 1. Everyone frying. I expect this versus Boston after Boston's recent performance too.
Agreed.
What do we think about the PC cheese? So I think we've probably touched on this before, but we got more detail on it over the last couple of days. So JP and Karma, after the series, they were talking about that Kenny's PC, so whatever one that Kenny used to play on, and then the one that Skyz started to play on when he first moved to OpTic was cooked, and they both talked about it lagging and being problematic. And then JP said on stream the other day that that computer is now kaput, like it just failed. The SSD failed and the computer's dead. So they're using a different one now. So there's lots to talk about, and Dashi confirmed on stream as well, like last night or the night before, basically saying that, yeah, that PC was cooked. Kenny was lagging way more than other people on it. So, look, people are going to say, well, exactly. This is what confuses me a little bit.
I'm just saying, Kenny got 0.3s and just going, nah, this guy ass.
Yeah, that's what confuses me because the PC's now dead and he's still playing on a PC. He's got a new one and he's up to 1.24 on it. So hang on a second.
And also, like, let's not act like Kenny's been dropping 0.3s on ROKKR. You know, he's not.
No. He looks like a different player.
He's had like a couple rough series done.
Yeah, but they just keep choking.
You're gonna have a few rough series. We've seen it from every player in the league. Simps had a few rough series. You know what I'm saying? But you ain't dropping 0.5. We ain't seeing 0.5 to 0.3 to 0.4 to 0.7. Now I'm not saying the PC was chalked. I think there was a whole bunch of crazy stuff going on in that scenario where like he weren't going to play well, but the PC definitely didn't help. And if they're saying this, then set him up. There's no way Kenny sat there and gone, yo, my PC, like, there's no way he's not complained about the PC once, and everyone's just gone, you tripping, twin.
Nah, he was complete. Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm not delusional. I always used to be like, whenever people used to like complain about their bad boxes, like on PS4 and like jetpacks and shit, I used to never believe that shit, and like I just hate like head casing about other shit, because when you head case about shit like that, you're going up against the best players in the world, so you need to focus on them, and then you're also focusing on your equipment not being right, maybe your controller's broken, the game doesn't feel good, so I just try, or you got weird settings. So like as a competitor, you want to not head case as much as possible and like have other shit. So like when people are saying, oh well, I guess he took that LAN to PC. Bro, he was already getting fucking pissed on, spat on every single day for a month straight, bro. By the time he went to LAN, bro, he thought his controller was probably fucked. He needed to switch to USB-C. Because I remember I was like, he's like, bro, I was checking on him. I'm like, yo, are you good? Like, you think you gonna play better? Like, what's going on? He's like, bro, I'm trying out this new USB-C shit. Like, I think my shit feel better. No, he's still getting slant. Like, bro, he's head casing at that point. He's trying to set it. He's in his own fucking head. So by the time he went to LAN, it's at the end of the day, if you one of them people who hate excuses, then that is what it is. Like, it is an excuse. No one is saying it's not an excuse. He got shit on. It's an excuse though. They're making excuses for him. We're just trying to argue if this shit was real or not. And bro, the shit, he'd be like, Don, join Discord and watch this shit. Bro, I'm trying not to be like mean. That's my boy. But like, he'll show me clips and it looks like he has no aim assist. Like, he's showing me clips like, Don, like, I'm telling you, I'm getting joked right there. And like, Brandon's watching this shit too. And Brandon's like, bro, I'm telling you, bro, like, we just don't get kills like that shit. Like, and it's like, you'll watch a VOD. Like, if you go watch VOD of like when Kenny was getting slammed, bro, he's literally shooting like windmill shots. Like he is legitimately shooting. Like he was legitimately shooting like he couldn't, like he sucked dick at the game. Like, I'm talking about suck dick at the game. Like, bronze, hey, he was not shooting shit. Yeah, he was not shooting any, like, and then now all of a sudden he joins ROKKR and he can aim his gun. Like, that's the only thing that's weird. Because, like, Trey, and you can speak on this too. Like, I've been in a slump as a player. You've probably been in a slump as a player. Normally, when I'm in a slump, like, I can play less and just, it's all mental. You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously, once he started getting pissed on, it became more of a mental thing too as well. But I never was like getting shit on because like, damn, I can't aim my gun. Like, maybe I can't get in a gunfight. Fuck, like my timings are off. I can't predict. I don't know what's going on the map, so my gun is not ready to shoot at people. Like, damn, I'm not even getting a gunfight. Sometimes that happen in Warzone. You just getting shot in the motherfucking back on Warzone. You can't even get in a gunfight. I'm like, damn. That's how you, like, most people get in a slump. Like, you don't just get in a generational slump all of a sudden. You've been MVP multiple times, like multiple times 1.2 KDs at tournaments. Like, now you just can't even aim, and you're not injured. You never had no thumb injury. This motherfucker healthy as hell. He in the gym doing pull-ups, all type of shit. He can't even aim his gun. That's why I'm like, okay, something was probably wrong with the PC. And at the end of the day, like, it became a mental thing. Like if I was in his situation, I would have been bitching so hard. Like at one point, my internet, like I had fiber, but when we were going against like people in facilities, they will be pinging on one. So I asked FaZe, I'm like, FaZe, can I go play at your guys' facility? And I would drive 45 minutes to go play at the FaZe facility just because my ping was, I was on 20 ping instead of 4. You know what I'm saying? As a competitor, if you feel like something is off, like I started to feel like I was getting joked just because people were on 1 ping. I'm like, damn, my internet's not even bad, but these motherfuckers are on 1 ping. Like, I gotta go play on 1 ping too. If Kenny felt like that, what we can blame him for is not just being like, I ain't gonna lie, this shit is torched. Like, I promise you this PC is fucked up. I'm not playing on that shit. Get me out that shit. Let me do all of this, which I'm pretty sure they tried to do. Like, I'm pretty sure he tried playing from home one time, like, and all type of shit. It was probably just, I feel like it was just like initially the PC was probably getting to him, and then once he just lost,
then he was
all
tweaking.
Yeah, once he just started tweaking. Now when he was going to try shit, like I'm pretty sure he played a match from home. Now he's probably just fucking checked. Like
he loses one gunfight and he's like, bro, I'm
he's like, maybe I am shit.
Yeah.
You lose one gunfight, you like, damn, maybe I do suck dick at the game. Like,
then you're in your head. It's like,
yeah, like it all starts from, let's not, you know, we're not gonna sit here and straight blame PC, but it starts from the PC, and then he's like you said, Don, he's like, fuck, man, someone take away my COD power when I've been sleeping. Let me try. let me try again tomorrow. Let me see how this. Damn. Someone test my controller. Do I need to get a new controller? Yeah, you might. Yeah, try that. Next day, yo, I might be fucking ass. And this is what I try telling people. It's 10 times worse, 1,000,000 times worse, because it happened to him on OpTic.
On OpTic, yep.
1,000,000 more sets of eyes are on him. Yo, Kenny, you're getting slammed, twin. Yeah, but like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. That's what I'm saying. He went to ROKKR, and yeah, he's had some shaky series, but he's had some very good series too. So he clearly knows how to shoot. And you know, people calling me like, "Oh, what are you on about? You still getting shit?" No, there was a different level of getting shit on from when he was on OpTic to ROKKR.
Yeah.
So something had to have been going bad. Obviously, he looked happier on ROKKR, but that's probably because his mental was short, because he's getting told to fucking be dropped 24/7. His team's probably looking at him like, damn, this guy cannot get a kill, like, whatsoever. You know? So, like you said, motherfuckers, you know, some of you guys weren't around for the Cronus days. Oh my god.
Oh, people were tweaking.
Oh
bro.
my
I pulled up with a rucksack, 25 Cronuses. Guess what? I played fire in all of those series. So if I had a dodgy Cronus, guess what? I whip out the back peasy. I got 25 Cronuses to try because I fried on each one of those. And there was a PSA every time. Pro players, please stop stealing the Cronuses. We need them back. If you stole them, we're running out. Hell nah. This Cronus had a 1.2. This Cronus had a 1.3. We won this series against a good team. I had a 0.5, but like, it was you know, maybe my PlayStation was a bit dodgy. Yo, Trey, you got a spare Cronus? Hell yeah, I got a spare Cronus. I dropped a 1.3 on this one. Take that, brother. Yeah.
Bro, them days are crazy, right? So that event that I was at, the Birmingham 2018 one, that when I was refereeing, like, all the pros, I mean, it was obviously open bracket back then, so there was some challengers and pros, but every minute I was getting asked, yo, Rab, fetch me a Cronus. And I just had this massive bucket of Cronuses that they had at the event. I would just whip one out and just give him a new one and chuck the old one back in the box.
Yo, if your Cronus weren't blue and it was green, yo, ref, my Cronus green, bro. I don't think this is... Yo, why is it pink, ref? Ref, why is it pink? Nah,
yeah, they were asking me that shit. I'm like, bro, I could get you another one. I'll give you another one.
The ref of it... Listen, we got told Cronuses had to be blue. Crim6 pulls up. His is like rainbow colored. I'm like, yo, Crim, what the fuck have you done to that, bro? He's like, nah, don't worry about it. We good. I'm like, you know, you sit down. You're like, yo, my shit feels laggy. Ref's looking at you like, oh, we've heard this 50 times before.
Yeah, exactly.
Yo, ref, can I get another one? Bro, you did not fucking play a series until your shit felt nice. And then guess what? You got shit on. Yo, my PlayStation, I think my box is fucked.
Yeah, they love that shit, bro.
The bad boxes on comedy, bro. They don't talk about it as much anymore.
Bad box shit. I hated the bad box shit, honestly.
You think it's for real?
I mean, probably. They're probably... I mean, you can't make every PS4 absolutely perfect in the same way. You know what I'm saying? Some of them...
No, it definitely is a thing.
Yeah, it probably is a thing. I just was like... Bro, there's no way like you got like people who are saying it. Like I remember the people that would say like the series they would say it after they threw up the bullshit. Like I remember it was like I remember Enable at like season 1 playoffs. Shout out to Ian, that was my fucking guy. But like, bro, I'm pretty sure he had like a 0.5 or something. Like I was watching him play that series and like he wasn't even shooting at people. And he's like, bro, the box was insane. Like, have you ever seen me play that bad? I'm like, nah, I mean, I haven't seen you play that bad, but like, bro, you literally weren't even shooting your gun at people. Like, that's why I just never believed it. I was just like, bro, I'm not gonna go against the best player and think my PlayStation is against me too. Like,
bro, you knew if someone got shit slammed on the setup because that Cronus was still in the PlayStation.
and people were like, yo, who sat there? Yo, where did what's his name sit?
Yo, who sat? Yeah, bro. Someone drops a 1.5. Like, yo, who sat here? Be like, yo, him. He's like, all right, boys, I'm about to fucking fry.
But that's funny, like the way you're talking, because it makes sense, right? COD's so much a mental game and like a confidence game that obviously it was completely the other way for Kenny recently, and then for many players over time, it's been that whole thing. I mean, we still talk about it. PD put it in the chat when people are like, "Ah, shit." The first 3 series of the day were won by the left side of the stage. The right side boxes must be cooked, bro. Like, it's, you know what I'm saying? The league is
one last
chalk.
thing. I remember at Montreal, it was like a random event after Dallas in World War II. Bro, there was 2 main stage. I think everyone had a PS4 Pro. If you weren't playing on main stage, you went into like a basement of a movie theater. And there was 1 PS4 Pro on both sides. So I remember seeing fucking, I swear on my life, I remember Zenny fucking switching his teammates' seating arrangement so he could sit on the PS4 Pro. Like, he was like, what the fuck? The PS4 Pro's right here. What the fuck? Like, I'm trying to, and then Ricky was like, bro, like, I sit there, bro. Like, what are you doing? He's like, nah, the PS4 Pro's right here. Like, I'm finna sit right here. Everybody else got the normal PS4. I'm like, yo, that was actually cheese because there's 1 Pro and then 3 other normal PS4s on the setup, and we actually played on that in a fucking series. Like,
Bro, I remember, bro. We were sat there and we tried getting this console change because it was like, you know, we noticed everyone was getting tucked, like everyone. So we was like, ah, shit, we'll just get the console changed. Nah, we ain't changing it. Nah, we're not changing it. This was all like league refs, whatever like that. Nah, we're not changing it. We play there. We get fucking tucked. Whoever sat there before got fucking fried on my team. Absolutely tucked. All right? Come out. OpTic's playing. Guess what? Fucking the prince pulls out the goddamn motherfucking new PlayStation. OpTic want it changed. Oh, yeah, we'll change that for you. No problem. We watching it happen. I can't remember who it was. He stormed down there and went to the rest. He's like, no, Spence, this is fucking outrageous. We asked for this console change, but because OpTic want it changed, they got it changed. He kicked all the shit up. Crim sat there smirking. And guess what? Motherfucker tucked. Motherfucker fried. David, there you go. It was us that cried about it before. No change. David says he wants to change. Oh, we'll get that on a red carpet pulled out. What do you want else? You want a nice Cronus too? Yeah, fuck it, you get a nice Cronus.
This good times, man.
bro, I gotta ask Zenny because I swear it was him that took Ricky's PS4.
Who do you think did it on the other side? Who did they play? Do you know?
I'm not sure. I don't think anyone did it because, like, I just heard them talking about it out loud. Like, they were sitting next to us. I think they were playing FaZe or something. I don't think FaZe was being weird. I think FaZe was just like, we're about to slam these guys. Like, I don't give a damn who's on the PS4 Pro or not.
That is crazy, though.
Was it Zenny, Ricky, and Dashi? I forgot who he was playing
with.
But I know
I'll find the event. I'll find it out.
Bro, I swear he took somebody's PS4 Pro. Like,
wait, do you know what event it was or no?
It was CDL Montreal. So it was like after Dallas, there was like a event for American
in the cinema.
Yeah. It was Montreal. It wasn't like a real event. Like not every team was there.
Yeah, I remember it. I think was it the Northern Arena Showdown?
Yeah, it has to be.
Yeah, this is it. This is it. Yeah. Yeah, you're on Envy with Hook Slash and Classic.
Yep.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, so the team was it was Zinni, Naga, Ricky, and Doug on next thread.
Yeah, he was trying to steal. he was like, I'm playing with some shitters, bro. I'm stealing this shit, bro. Ricky was like, bro, I sit here, bro. What are you doing, bro? He was like, nah.
Bro, that team's ass.
Yeah, they came top 4. They outplaced you guys. Wow.
We were ass too. God
Wait, what
damn.
game was this?
That was World War II.
Yeah, because they did another one the year after that was on BO4, I think. And like Scraps won it, I think. They had like a pickup team called I forget what they were called now.
W Lethal's in the chat,
Come to
man.
me.
Appreciate
Yeah,
you.
they were called like Yo or something with loads of R's at the end.
Oh fuck it,
Thanks, Ron
bro! This is,
Nichols,
the
for the
type of,
super
yo, this is
chat.
the type of this is the type of shit I'm talking. By the way, look at this absolute fraudulent system. Because we weren't American, we didn't get pro points.
Oh, so you can turn up to this one.
No, it was Americans only.
Man,
Or
you're in
American and
hell.
Canadians. I can't remember.
Yeah, because these
That's
teams
what I'm
got
saying.
invited
And
and then some teams qualified.
The discrimination. The only time I ever got invited to an event was PSX, and that's when we had the generational rated and clay beef.
Oh, yeah.
You was eating.
Octane dropped a little 1.39 for the tourney win
But that event was fucking insane, bro.
for Gay's event.
You want to know one of my favorite events? The Tostinos one from Black Ops 3.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't go. It was
Invitational.
just funny. I didn't go. It was just funny to watch.
Watching it was crazy.
Because like that's when the game first came out, and everyone was just using the bullshit.
Yeah. Octane MVP with the scythe, a tempest, and a sparrow. Wow, I forgot people used to use the sparrow, man. Oh my god.
Fucking cat piss Everdeen, mate, just fucking bow and arrowing around the guy.
Yeah, I can't believe people actually used to use this shit in the first bit of the game. People used to use the Annihilator as well before they figured out the tempest was so clear.
Fucking sparrow, by the way. Oh my god.
Yeah, Rose v OpTic in the finals. But even, I mean, look, we had the convo about challenges earlier. Like the prize pool for this tourney, for Totino's invitation was 50k. The prize pool for the Northern Arena Showdown was 30k. So like, you know, challenges tourneys nowadays got more money than this. Back in the day, this was the shit. Like,
Yeah, but we was also getting full salaried at this point.
Bro, Zenny,
nah, that's true.
and he's
Yeah.
trying to act like he doesn't remember, bro.
Oh, did you text him?
Nah, he doesn't remember. I'm typing his chat. He doesn't remember. Bro.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Thanks,
He
Lucky,
sat
for
there
the
with a
super
big grin
chat.
on his face.
6'5", you might get hard within 6'5". Select 2-piece Annihilator round 11. I remember the days.
Hey, 2 more
Parasite,
super
wow.
chats on the day. To get 10 super chats, that'd be kind of fire. I'm not gonna lie.
That'd be
Also,
kinda
we
fire.
are 6 likes away from 300. If we can make that 400, we'll do a 24-hour.
Hell yeah. We might give away some bread.
We'll give away some bread.
I got told by the boss man that as long as we track who we're giving bread to, we can give away some bread. So that's all I'm saying.
This is where we just scam everyone. We give ourselves bare bread.
Yeah. Look at that team,
So
by the way.
much.
Enigma 6 at that Montreal event. General, Dashi, Godorex, and Panda. That's
Bro,
a
he
team.
doesn't
Actually-
remember, bro.
Dashi played on this team, bro. Oh my god.
That's a team of all time. Honestly, E6
Wait, what did that do?
brought up some talent, man.
Nah, they did. Where did Dashi went from?
Straight ripping.
What was that? Yeah, was it straight ripping? Straight. Where did he go? Where did he go from to get the OpTic?
Complexity? Did he finish the
was it
season on
Doug's
Col?
team?
Yeah, Doug's team, yeah. Was he still on Col at the end of the year in World War II? Yeah, he was on Col at the end of the year. So it was
Yeah, he
Doug,
finished champs.
Doug, Rick.
I'm pretty sure I beat
bloody
him
hell,
at
man.
champs.
Doug, Ricky, Blaston, Dashi. Like, what
That's
a
an
team.
insane team.
I
What
think
a
I beat
team.
him at champs.
They came top 16, so it's a good chance you did.
Did I beat him at champs? Let me check. Let me check this bracket real quick.
They weren't in your
Yeah.
group. The bracket, you lost to Ian
Yeah, we
Knight.
beat him
went to
3-0.
yeah, you 3-0'd him out of the tournament, crazy. Then you 3-0'd Ghost Gaming. Was that Parasite's team at the time? Then he went down to LG, which was formal.
Understandable.
Formal and Jake. Freaking Jacob had formal dropping 1.4s every series. There was nothing he could do. Yeah, Dashi certainly had a career arc. Enigma 6. This was so E6 wasn't Abizi on that E6 team at some point that season?
Yeah. Like the whole second half of the year.
Yeah, it's pretty
Yeah,
crazy. Like
yeah,
Dashi and
yeah.
Abizi nearly teamed together then on that shit.
That's when that drama happened when ZooMaa wanted to pick a BZ up for Black Ops 4, I think, is it not?
Oh,
yeah,
that
right.
might be it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. I was trying
Wow.
to pick up a BZ too.
Yeah, the number 1, number 2 accounts on the ladder. Like, Guy was going insane.
You'll find a stray Trey Zero on
I
there
just saw
too.
that guy in MWR, bro. That guy won every tournament, bro.
With Tupac.
I'm like, damn, every tournament? Like, you not even losing one? That's tit.
Hey, I made a lot of money in those MWR rates with the Americans, bro. I was running around
We
M21.
used to always say that shit.
I was
Before we
first. I was
teamed on New York, we used to always say that shit.
Bro, we were running that up before we teamed on New York, bro. I used to get first hit by Tupac. I was like, yo, shit, I'm like that? Yeah, I'm like that.
You motherfuckers were king. Yo, Trey had 99.
Trey POV on that game would be insane, actually.
Trey had 99 patience,
Little
bro.
Trey on backlot.
Bro, Trey was
Hey,
ironing for 2 minutes straight, bro.
Listen, they gave us 2.5 minute rounds, bro.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, he was ironing.
Bro, I got some funny clips of that, bro. I was ironed up, bro.
Spawning into
like,
strike, loaded up.
I remember some of like the jump spots you can get in, like where you jumped in the balconies and like laid down, bro. I was
On
I was
backlot and
sounding
shit.
people like, it was literally on backlot where I climbed in like a balcony and I got
Yeah, I
like a
know the
2-piece on the flank, and I'm pretty sure they left the game and said I'm not playing Trey when he's playing like that.
That's the shit I'd be doing in GBs for no money.
Facts, bro.
I was like that.
I had like 750 on the line. Motherfucker say I ain't playing Trey when he's doing
we were
that.
playing
huh?
for a lot, bro.
Yeah.
Who's Mr. Bubbles
Oh
with the 10? Thank you for the super chat. All right, Mr. Bubbles.
That's my dog right there.
Is that your dog?
Yeah, his name's Fritz.
Hell yeah. If he wants some
He's a good
bread,
man.
if he's got a Breaking Point account, hit a little reply with the little
He's a good man.
BP profile. We'll get some bread up and running. But yeah, this is a little throwback right here. I mean, this Enigma 6 team. General Dashy Bevels Decimate. They then, they then had Sender and Diabolic with a Beezy. I mean, what a team that is. What are generals doing nowadays? Have you heard of him?
Probably being really rich.
I mean, yeah, for sure.
I like that.
Tweeted
I
him.
like the way you think, Don. I like the way you think. That guy
yeah.
just wakes up and just goes, I'm rich. Cool.
Last tweet, 2023, bro. Wow, he's so rich, man. He's so rich. Gotta tip it. Gotta tip
do you reckon
it.
he'd want it?
I was mind blown. We went to play World War II early, and then him and his dad had like the fucking Delta black cards or whatever, and he got literally like 10 people into the Sky Lounge. It's like my first time in the Sky Lounge. I was fucking mind blown, bro. I'm like, damn, we got Wi-Fi up here. There's a limit. There's like a buffet up here. And they're like, yeah, bro, if you want, you can go take a shower before your flight. I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh, yeah, I don't treat Trey that well. I thought I'd be treating Trey nice, but...
To be fair, every time I go to the airport, Rab does get me in the airport lounge, and we just be running it up.
Yeah, that shit is
Yeah, well,
vibe,
my
bro.
ones don't have a
No,
shower,
no,
though.
Not like that. Yeah, Rab, you need to up your game, bro.
I need to lock in, man. Get that Centurion card. I'm cooked. All right.
They invite you to.
Yeah, the one they invite you to it is like a terrible deal. You just have to pay them just for the privilege to have the fucking black card, so you can look like a baller. But you know,
We'll just paint our cards black.
yeah, it's part of the game.
Yeah.
All right,
Election.
we've got another team to talk about. To be honest, I just wanted to talk about one big series that closed out the weekend, and that was FaZe versus Thieves, because I think this pretty much tells us everything we want to know about the big rivalry at the end of the day. Because Drazah, he's done it again. Drazah versus Scrap, all time. Scrap still takes the head-to-head, but this season it's now 4-1. And Thieves, they came out the gates, they lost to Miami, which was a surprise. Obviously, they'd won loads of series in a row. But look, it happens. Super just had an insane takeover in the Search and Destroy. Obviously, Thieves will look back at that series thinking they should have won it. But, you know, obviously that was a bit of a surprise. But the FaZe series was the big deal, really, because this was a big rivalry. Nobody wants to lose. Drazah obviously wants to win. And Thieves was starting in an 0-1 hole, so a win was pretty valuable. And it was a rewind hardpoint game one, the map mode combo that they loved at the start of the year before it got removed, and now it's got chucked back in. Is it a tactical loss, or, you know, what's going on? Look, they won the major a week ago. They're not washed up. But FaZe, rumour has it, Sunday at the major, eliminated from the tournament. They were scrimming, they were grinding, they were putting in the time tray. And now they've come out a few days later, they've beaten Surge in 5, and now they've 3-0'd Thieves and made it look pretty easy. So, look, Cell did have a 1.9, to be fair.
At 1.9 is fucking ridiculous, by the way. Let's just not brush over that. A 1.9 versus a team
He somehow
that just
didn't have
won,
much damage, but yeah, that is insane.
just won an event. Listen, it could just be that post major flu. They've just won the event. They lost to Miami too. In a weird way as well, to be honest with you. But am I scared for Thieves? No. Why would I be? But it's like this phase thing, if they start off bad. If they start off bad, am I scared for them? It's just one of those teams that I just feel like are just going to be good. But it makes a difference from the time when they went 7-0 and didn't do that well at LAN, compared to now like 0-2. Where do they go from here? Because their next few matches are let me get this up real quick. The next 3 matches are Falcons, Breach, and New York. So to me, that's just a 3-0. Like, they're gonna win the next 3, make winners bracket. And then, it's nice to see what FaZe are doing though, because like we said, they had a rough major. They come out, they absolutely smoked the reigning champs. Like, it really wasn't even close. Like, there wasn't even a fight. Maybe Rayless got in Envoy's head. And, maybe that's the game plan. But yeah, it is a big series. It's nice to see these new maps getting played too. Rewind, Dealership. It's nice to see it, because I don't think they play terrible. I really don't. Rewind Hardpoint, a little bit questionable. That's just a big fuck fest in my opinion. But hey, that's what the viewers like. Just give the viewers the degenerate. Just give the viewers the degenerate maps where they just see a bunch of gameplay and a bunch of Simp, Hydra, or BZ just fucking going at it, gunfight for gunfight, and see where we're at. You know what's crazy in this series though? A Simp 0.73. But he won in convincing fashion, so clearly whatever he done was right. Like, fuck it. It's clearly, it's not like he was costing his team and they've lost 3-2. Like, whatever he's doing was right. Sell 1.95. It was just a good match. I'm not worried about LA Thieves, but, we're only time will tell in the next few days, in the next coming game, if there's an issue there. Because if they don't go 3-0, then we've got to start talking.
Yeah. My thoughts on this is that, I wanted to see Thieves beat FaZe to win a chip, but unfortunately it didn't work out like that. FaZe entered the slump as soon as Thieves were the favorites. So, it just happens. Sometimes it's just how it goes. Simp played really well versus Surge, not too well this series. I like the way they won versus Surge better, if that makes sense. Like, my problem with FaZe was the last split. When they were winning, it was just their ARs just taking over. Like, I don't want... Obviously, a win's a win, but I want Simp or BZ to be key factors in the series they're winning versus top teams especially. Just because I feel like the last split, Drazah and Cell were fucking slamming. They were the best 2 players on the team last split, and they got top 6. I truly believe top-level Call of Duty is fucking like 75% carried by your SMGs. So, like I said, I'm not trying to be harsh on Simp before I fucking comment on him. God, MVP, legend, top 5 player of all time. I just want him to consistently just do some things, right? Like, he was an MVP candidate this year. He's an MVP candidate every year, but I just feel like I'm just seeing a lot of 0.7s. It's not all about stats, but he is the fucking GOAT of his team. Like, when they're winning, like, he is just consistently like making smart winning plays and getting kills at the same time. So I still want him to like improve his performance a little bit,
Yeah, he had a great series against Surge. So
keep doing what you did versus Surge. Like I said, the way he played versus Surge was incredible. So I just want to see him do that versus Thieves and OpTic and Toronto and every team, But on the
So-
Thief side, I mean, I'm not worried about them, to be honest.
So Simp he's had in his last, I think he's a 10. What is that? 11. I think he's like 6, and let me count these real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so out of his last 11 matches, he's 6 and 5, 6 times being under a 1 KD and 5 times being an over. Which is kind of crazy because a lot of his unders are like, he's got a 0.82, a 0.83, a 0.73, and then he's got like, low 0.9s, which is funny because this is how good the kid is. He's still 9th overall KD, 3rd overall S&D KD, and 14th overall control KD.
Mm-hmm.
So, and it's kind of funny how like 2 days later he's gone from a minus, 0.6 KD against LAT when he's just dropped a 1.3 versus Surge. So these two teams not got an issue with them, or they scared for him. I think FaZe are just doing FaZe things. I was worried about them last major, and that's just because they didn't look great at hardpoint. Maybe they fixed some of their woes now, especially Drazah said he was playing bad in hardpoint. He just had a pretty good series versus LA Thieves. And I think he had an okay series versus Surge too. Yeah, 1.07. So listen, this FaZe team, it's just a god squad. This LAT team, it's just a god squad, and it's just nice to see him play. I don't have a worry with both of them. I feel like they could have went 3-2. I feel like they could have either won 3-2 or either of them won 3-0, and we still say the same things about them. So we'll see. It's all about how they play in the next upcoming matches. We predict them to go. Like LA Thieves have got Falcons, Breach, and Cloud9. Like, that's an easy 3-0. Like, that's an easy 3-0 going into the major winner bracket. So, yeah, it all depends on how they play in those ones, because you don't want them to slow down going into the last major of the year and then champs.
No, I agree. It's a really interesting time for a number of these teams. I think Thieves, probably a little bit of a reset after they won the major. I think they can lock back in. I'm not too concerned about them, but as you said, it is pretty interesting. I think the big question, and again, we had it from Who's Mr. Bubbles in the chat, around who's the MVP at this point? Who's leading the MVP race? Because we talked about it last week, after the major, that Thieves had officially overtaken FaZe as the number 1 team in the standings. That is now no longer true. FaZe have now taken it back. After an 0-2 weekend for Thieves and a 2-0 weekend for FaZe.
Who's your top 3?
Back at 4-10. My top 3 is easy. I mean, my top 3 is Scrap, Hydra, and Cell. Easy as you like. I don't even have to think.
That's exactly the same as mine.
The question is what order I put them in.
I'm not doing any order right now. I'm doing order after major 4. Because that's when it gets announced.
That's when it gets confirmed, yeah.
It's all going to depend on who wins this major for me. But my top 3 is exactly the same as yours. MVP running front line right now. Cell, Scrap, Hydra. And, people are going to say, what about these guys? Listen,
there is no what about. There is literally no what about. You can't argue.
People might go, yo, Neptune's playing. He ain't won an event.
Yeah, exactly. You can't argue right now. In my opinion.
To win an event, you got to win MVP. You at least got to win one event for the year.
Oh yeah.
Not 0-8 in finals.
Damn.
But it's a question. So chat is telling us. I need a poll. If you're running chat, I need a poll on MVP of those 3 players. Because lots of chat is saying Cell right now. What do you think, Dom? Because before this series yesterday, I would have had. I wouldn't have had Cell. But people are saying, well, he just dropped a 1.9 against Thieves. I mean, Cell would have been top 3, but I don't think he'd have been my number 1. So I feel like it's a bit of recency bias cheese for me to change it to Cell now. But obviously, look, they've won 2 events out of the 3. Cell's been their best player by a margin this year.
Let's not forget, Rab, how poor of a start of the season Cell had too.
Yeah, he weren't great at the start. That's true. December, he weren't great.
Go look at his stats. Go look at Cell's stats at the start of the season. If anyone's on the Breaking Point website, you guys can go look at it too. But imagine this guy didn't have a slow start at the start of the year. Where is it?
I'm just going to go to his cards.
Yeah. Where is it? Major 1, 0.94, 0.97, 0.9, 1.05, 1.4,
purple looks so
1.5,
sexy.
1.4. His first 3 or 4 series, they weren't Cell-like series. And when I say poor performance, you know, someone would look at that and go, yo, I wouldn't mind that. We're talking about Cellium here. 0.94, 0.97, 0.9, and his bro, it's insane. He is so fucking good. It's like,
Yeah.
like we talk about consistency. This guy is just, he's that guy. I actually, yeah, I can't even fucking. He's gonna go down as the best AR in CDO history.
Oh yeah. Sure.
Like without
Probably
a doubt.
is already.
Not even- Probably. Actually,
Yeah.
there's probably no probably about it. Like he is.
He is already. Yeah.
In the CDL,
Um,
I mean, yeah, I would say it has to be so.
Yeah, 100%. He is
Since
the best
2020.
AR in CDO history. Personally, I will give it to Scrap for MVP. He's my number 1 right now. I just looked at the stats. I mean, I think MC, Scrap, and Hydra are the clear top 3. Like, that's the fucking Jokic, Giannis, and Luka right now. Like,
Yeah.
that's the statistics wise, like they're for sure. Like it doesn't even like, no one's fucking with them. I mean, and they've won. What we got on the Thief side, we got first, second, and fourth, and on the Face side, we got first, and top 6. You know what I'm saying? So the accolades are there.
I think it all goes to whoever wins the next major. That's who I'd give it to. You know, if Scrap fries next major and they win, give it to him. Hydra fries. I think Hydra goes under the radar for being how good he is with a sub and getting all these MVP shots too. I know Simps won a bunch, but we usually look at AR players just because they got better KDs and better stats in that instance, Don. I don't think people realize how hard it is for a sub to be as consistent as this guy is.
Oh yeah. Has there been more AR MVPs and subs?
No, I don't think
Not
that
in
has, but
recent years, actually.
No, I'm saying
They've
it's
given it to
easier
other
for
subs.
number. I feel like I'm saying it's
easier
easier
numbers-wise.
number-wise, for sure.
Yeah, it's easier as numbers wise. I mean, personally, the reason why I would give it to Scrap so far is because, I mean, I feel like a lot of AR players have struggled this year, so I kind of want to give it to an AR player. The fact that MC and Scrap are playing this good as AR players, like, look at the kills leaderboard. Like, Scrap is the only AR. It's Scrap at number 4, and well, he's really number 3 because Cap. Shout out to Capital, but he's fucking played like 3 matches or 2 matches, whatever. Besides Scrap, the next AR, let me see, is Dashy at 14, which is just still good. You know what I'm saying? Still 89, 89 Slayer rating. Like, Scrap, if you look at every stat, KD number 2, Slayer rating number 3, BP rating number 1, hardpoint KD 3, kills per respawn at hardpoint 3. Damage. His damage is way higher than Cells, but that's just his play style. He's fast. Damage number 2, only behind Dashy. S&D, he's number 2. That's another reason. I feel like, but prior years, he's always been dirty at respawn. I mean, he started off as an S&D kid. This is his best S&D game so far. Really right behind Simp, number 2. Control KD, number 2. Control kills, number 4. Damage and control, number 1. So he is legitimately doing it all, statistics wise. Like, Cell, you can argue, he's playing a little slower. He's not putting up the damage and the kills that Scrap is doing, and Scrap's KD is literally right there with him. So
it's all like team waste too, because Cell has, like, you look at it like, role wise. I feel like LA Thieves have a slower sub in Envoy, which allows Scrap to play faster, whereas fucking Cell has fucking Simp and Abizi.
100%. 100%.
That's why I think Scrap has a harder role in this instance.
So you think Scrap? You said Scrap has a harder role.
Yes, I think as an AR player, Scrap has a harder role than Cell, because Cell is obviously like the slower player.
Right. Like Cell's like the main and Scrap's like a flex, kind of. Like in terms of speed, like Scrap is. I mean, look at the damage. It's like, bro, this guy is shooting at everybody. He's number 2 in HP damage and number 1 in control damage. Like, this guy's putting up fucking prime BO4 Don Dada numbers. Like, This
Now, if
guy's
you put them
everything.
both together, now if you put Cell and Scrap together, that's a combo I'd love to see.
Oh, on the same team? Yeah, that'd be insane.
Yeah.
That'd be insane. That'd be insane.
Because like you got the speed of like you got the speed. Obviously, you kind of get it with Drazah because Drazah is a fucking demon too. Like I love watching Drazah play, even though he don't like us.
Oh,
I love
Drazah
watching
is
him play.
insane. I love Drazah as a player
He don't like us,
and a homie.
but he's a good fucking player.
So I'm gonna get Drazah to put. I'm gonna get Drazah on the watch party for a second, bro.
Hell yeah, we'll switch
Wait,
We're gonna get Drazah on the watch
Imagine
party.
Drazah's
after the
face when he
event,
sees it. I'm down. I'm down.
We're gonna get Drazah. I'm gonna interview him on the motherfucking watch party, man. We'll get him to drop some beef.
I like the sound of that, Trey. You ready? I'm game.
But
I'm
yeah,
game.
well, definitely. I'm going Scrap, man.
Listen, man, I tried, man.
I honestly look. So the chat has voted 74% to Celium, 20% to Scrap, 4% to Hydra, which I think is faded as fuck. Not choosing Cell, but like the percentages, I think are hella faded. I honestly could make the case for Hydra, but I think, and maybe by the end of the season it's possible, but I think if you look at the season as a whole, Scrap's been more complete and more impactful on average on that team. I am a damage merchant when it comes to like impact and stuff like that. So as good as Cell's been, look, when I was asked at Major 2 who the best player in the game was, I said Scrap, and then he won Major 3 MVP. Did he win Major 3 MVP? I mean, he probably did.
Yeah, he did.
So I'm not going to let one series online change my opinion on that. I think the Cell's real close. You can make an argument either way. But yeah, if I have to be a deciding factor, I'm choosing Scrap. And also because I have zero ball knowledge, actually no, because I have maximum ball knowledge, I make my decisions just based on Lion Man cards. And these are the Lion Man cards so far this season. We have Scrap at a 99, stage 1. We have Scrap at a 99, stage 2. And we have Scrap at a 99 and MVP card, stage 3. So...
Nah, that's cheese. That's cheese.
I mean, it is. I know it's cheese. It is cheese. But also, and I know that the way that Scrap plays is like he plays for the lineback card, not intentionally, but it's just his play style. It's so good for the lineback card. But Cell don't. Cell ain't be hitting 99 lineback cards. So I'll be saying. Scrap. Hydra's also had 2 in a row now.
I mean, bro. To be honest though, like Scrap is like shout out Ernie, bro. Scrap is really a 99 though. Like. If I had to give 5 players some people don't like to get that many people 99, but normally I would give Simp a 99. Like normally, obviously not recently, but Simp 99. Scrap is, bro, as an AR player, bro, like him and MC are fucking 99s, bro. Like you can't get, like, what more do you want Scrap to do? That's why I just feel like MC is MC. He's already CDL GOAT. You know what I'm saying? If Scrap keep playing like this, give Scrap motherfucking season MVP, bro. Hey, just give it to him. Hydra did Hydra get MVP that year, or did Abizi get it? I know it was
Which
Hydra
year?
got it.
MW2,
MW3?
I know it was, MW2 was between Abizi and Hydra.
Hydra
MVP.
got it, surely. I think he
Hydra got
did.
one of them. Yeah, no,
I think
Hydra got it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Hydra got it.
Yeah.
Okay. Hydra got MVP. Fucking Cell got MVP in Vanguard. If Scrap keep playing like this, throw it in the motherfucking Scrappy do. That's my vote.
I think that's fair enough.
We gonna do a show after Major 4, and then that's when it's kind of like gonna be, you know.
Yeah, it's gonna be real.
That's when we're really gonna know, because Ernie could come out and drop point 2.
Yeah,
He
he
could.
could. He could drop some bullshit. That's true.
Cell could come out and drop point 2. Hydra come out and drop 3.
Surge can win the whole damn event and Neptune's MVP. Lock in.
Could be.
I even think if he did, I still couldn't give him MVP. Still too much. Still too much, in my opinion.
Wait. Here's a question though. Who's rookie of the year?
Oh,
Frank.
I like this.
It's Rancor, bro. Super just started playing.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie.
yeah.
Though.
We got one more
I
stage.
ain't gonna lie though. Super's been like the
Bro,
dog
Rancor's
for him.
been frying too, though.
Yeah, I know, but like when Super joined the team, it like transformed these motherfuckers.
That's true.
And he-
But who
and he-
did he join for?
Super might be the best S&D player in the league right now. I'm not even gonna lie to you. This motherfucker's dropping 15, 16s, 12.
He drops some insane shit. Yeah.
Bro, this guy's fucking guy playing fucking S&D wages.
So Super's come in not that long ago. He's on a 1.11 overall right now. Renkor's at a 1.04.
Listen, I think Renkor and him joining the team was fantastic. I just think they weren't winning with Renkor. Super elevated this team beyond belief.
Yeah. I think
that
I'm going to
roasting
agree
there,
with
though?
Don, though, I think. I mean, unless you want to give it to Exnid, my goat,
Listen, I love that guy so much, but
King of Bodhi.
you've got no hope. Unless they win Major 1.
Kicks. Nah, so Super sitting at a 1.48. But I did hear that on LAN he's been a fraud. Let's have a look at this real quick. Obviously, he's only played one LAN.
No, he's still got a Super.
Yeah, well, someone said that, look, his overall KD is a 1.48, yeah? In search. If I filter by... Can I filter by online or does I have to filter? Yeah, if I filter by online, Super's got a 1.93 search KD online over 11
LAN?
maps. His LAN is...
I mean,
scroll
smaller
down.
sample size for sure.
Yeah, I know. He had a 0.78 on LAN over,
Oh, he's a fucking fraud
over
then, isn't he?
6
He's a fraud.
maps.
Yeah, he's a fraud.
I
He's
mean,
a fraud
Six
then.
maps.
I'm not going to lie, it's
Six
pretty
maps.
bad.
Six maps is a good sample
How
size.
you go
He's
from a
fraud.
2 KD online over 11 maps to a 0.8
Hey,
on
there was
LAN?
only one other player that done this. Do you remember who it was?
What, some Kismet shit last year, whatever it was?
It was. Yeah, you got it.
my
You got it.
boy, my boy. My
Right,
boy
Kiz
Kismet,
was
man.
like online Kiz was like a 1.7 S&D goes to LAN. He had like a 0.4.
Yeah, so I want to give him I'm going to give him the benefit of that, but I'm just saying, like, before I
I'm
crown him
changing my
Rookie of the
vote.
Year,
Nah, I'm changing
I
my
need
vote.
to see him do it on Major 4, you know? I will be
Changing my
watching
vote.
closely.
You go from a 2 to a 0.7.
It's pretty bonkers, though, like, having played
That is insane.
1.93 online over 11 maps. So yeah, I
Nah,
mean, he
nah,
does
I'm
play
like,
some good
guy-
stuff. He plays some good stuff.
You got to understand, guys. We are trolling. He is fucking class.
Yeah.
And we've squashed the Miami beef. You see, me and Heretics methods, we fucking chiefing right now. we're smoking together.
I see you've been chiefing. Yeah, I know. The beef is so over. It's beautiful.
I know. Come estas.
So yeah,
Thanks.
I'm gonna lean Don's way. I'm giving it to Renkor for now, but I think it could change at the last event. Look, if Miami come out the last event, if they make another Sunday, and if Super delivers like a 1.2 plus in search, I give it to Super.
Yeah, I love these rants we going. I love these rants.
That was a good ass run. I ain't gonna lie.
I love these rants. That's what makes the show.
I think we've done it though. I think we've done top. Actually, one final tweet. What do you think about this? We got RCTs at Mercules duo.
Listen, I'm not gonna lie.
Think he's trying to say some shit.
Falcons should sign him and take him to EWC.
You ain't wrong. They could give him enough money that he couldn't turn them down either.
Generational wealth over here, buddy. Listen, I ain't gonna lie. If you're on Falcons for EWC, you might be having the best time of your life.
Oh my god. Fuck. Yeah, because they weren't. Wait, they did play last year, didn't they? But obviously it was a Saudi team. We didn't really know like what was going on there. But this year it's going to be different.
Bro, they might experience some shit no one will ever experience in their life, man.
Bro, they might be going to the palace, bro.
Bro, Pred's getting like the treatment. He might actually they might rent out the whole hotel for Pred.
We might not have our rooms, Trey.
Pred's,
He just gets to choose what he wants. One day Pred comes knocking on the door being like, sorry, Rab, mate, like, Pred's chosen this one, so you gotta go.
Oh, I see, Rab, we've just had an issue. Pred's knocked down the whole penthouse, all floors. We're building a penthouse for Pred.
It's tough, alright. I gotta say.
And we gotta sit there and go, oh, where are we staying? Oh, Hilton? Oh, another 5-star. Fuck.
Oh.
Oh, what am I gonna do?
The rooftop pool is inside. Like, oh.
Listen, if I'm Merc right now, I'm like, yo, Falcons, what you saying? EWC? Like, I'm there. PJ in. I'll be requesting a PJ. And guess what? You're probably gonna get it. Rab, we got some thinking to do.
We got some thinking to do. We got some conversations to have.
Bro. You got it, bro.
So yeah, there you go. Mercules and Arsties, stay tuned. Wait, Lion, did you hear Toronto's take on Merc? What's the take? I want to hear it. Then we're going to close out the show once we hear the take. I did see Insight for a first pitch. Did see that.
Hey, he threw a good one.
It actually wasn't bad.
It's like 30 miles an hour.
Yeah. I mean, but like you don't want to bottle it.
No, I'm fine. No, I'm fucking going crazy. I'm fucking like,
You're
I'm doing what they do. Like, yeah, like leg up and shit, bro. Like,
No, he actually did the leg up. He did the leg. Let me find it real quick.
what is it? What's it the females do when they do the underarm, innit? They like
Oh
fucking,
yeah, and then they like fucking whip the arm through or whatever.
yeah, they
Yeah,
whip, like
that-
they do a little 360 whip.
That shit is crazy. Oh wait, I'm scrolling too. Oh, we go. I found it. Here we go. The Insight first pitch. Probably can't play the hot. I guarantee it's copyrighted if I play too much of it. So I'm just gonna get to here.
Yeah, no, it's definitely copyright. Do not show that. You'll blow. MLB will blow us up.
I can probably play like just 1 second of it.
We have the
Bang!
clip.
I got it clipped.
No, the lineman clip. It's in the
Oh.
check thing.
Line's in the clip. Banging. All right.
Let me 2x speed this so we can watch it at the same time.
Hell yeah. Thing is, my production's so bad that because it's in that chat, Lion, could you DM it to me on Twitter, please? Because if I go and click on that link, it's gonna get rid of all the cameras. Or if you just link it in, the stream, it's easier. Because I try to like.
I'll like it.
Just link it in the stream. It's the easiest way to do it for me. Because otherwise the cameras disappear if I change channels.
There you go.
It's just like it's high quality stuff out here. Okay, here we go. We've got a clip. All right, I'm going back to 0. 3, 2, 1, go.
Why did Merc fit into our team so well versus other challenger players that come into other teams and then don't do well / perform?
Just came into a great team.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, I feel like
Good core 3.
Yeah,
Good core 3.
Actual structure.
Doesn't matter who you put in the fourth. You could put in fucking.
Well,
you know what I mean?
I wouldn't go that far.
A donkey
but
in the fourth, and they'll do well.
I mean, to gas him up, he does have really good pacing. I mean, he's good at S&D.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like that's one thing most people don't have when they come in is they like don't know when to do certain things. They don't know when to chow, when to do this. But I feel like he was just playing like throughout the weekends, playing more and more confidently, and he knew like.
To be fair, a lot of people I spoke to this weekend were like, "Why is he not challenging me? He's so annoying. He's like making weak. He just disappeared, and then they shoot you in the side or something."
Yeah, he makes very good plays too. Even in the Skyline versus I think Boston, he was just taking good routes. I mean, good player, bro.
No doubt. No
Better
doubt.
than-
No doubt. Yeah.
It's good. He's really good, guys.
Yeah, B's actually cracked me up in that. You know that clip of that guy? I forget his name. Some comedy guy, and he's like, "Yo, not bad for a backup quarterback." I know you know what I'm talking about. That's what Beans is doing there. He's like, "Yeah, this guy, bro, put anyone on that team, they'll be fine."
Yeah, it's just it's whatever, man. Like you could put Merc in for Insight, would it still done that well?
Yeah, that's skit, exactly. All right, pretty good clip. And we are going to pretty much call it there for the day. So I'm going to make Trey smaller so he still fits in the camera again. I'm not editing that shit. Beautiful. There you go.
I'm just playing with my mullet.
That's what I'm talking about. All right, it has been an absolute pleasure. We had like 1,200 viewers live in here one time. We talked about a lot of our COD stories, gave our predictions for the upcoming weekend as well. Thanks, PrizePicks, supporting the show. If you want to get involved, download the app in the link in the description box below. You could also download the Breaking Point app as well if you want. Rate it 5 stars. We'd appreciate it. More to come on that. Hopefully you've been collecting your bread, commenting on the site, reacting to the post, voting in the polls. You know what it's all about. But yeah, Don, been a pleasure to have you on again.
Yes,
Great
sir.
time,
Yes,
great
sir.
trim, and we'll be back.
We'll be back, man. We'll be back next Monday, man. Yes, sir.
2 weeks to Dallas, Trey. 2 weeks to Dallas and close us out.
Oh, you want me? Oh, I thought you was waiting for me to close this out.
Oh,
I just
yeah.
thought you were just like, oh, it's a great time. Hey, listen, about 2 weeks time, I'll be in Dallas sipping the finest of cocktails. 2 weeks, 1 day, I'll be sipping the finest of cocktails with Rab. And then John, if he wants to come down, one on me for sure. Listen, we appreciate everyone coming into the show today. Absolute killer show. 1.2k viewers, nearly 400 likes. Can you please get us to 400 likes whilst I'm doing the outro? Thank you very much. That'd be great. Appreciate all the super chatters. We're back next Monday. It's an absolute goddamn pleasure to do these shows every single Monday. Pre-show this weekend, me and Rab will be running it up. Will Ace be there? Who knows? We don't know. You don't know. So fuck it. We'll find out together. Listen, we appreciate it.
One thing before you go, we gotta have on the watch party. We gotta have a bottle, and then for super chats, motherfuckers go crazy with the super chats. We start hitting that motherfucker. I'm with it. Let me know. Now obviously we can't get belligerent. You know what I'm saying? But
hey, you haven't seen me and Rabbit. These events, we've been getting a little bit.
I don't be drinking it at all until I be coming to these events, and then Trey at me on the finest shit. I also have Trey on the finest.
So we're gonna have a bottle. We're gonna have a bottle on the watch party. Super chats go crazy. We hit a shot.
Rab hired me. Now he's Rab hired me. Now he's an event alcoholic with me. It's an absolute pleasure.
I bet. So we finna be turned.
I'm so down. Yeah,
all right, listen, I'm closing this out because we're gonna start drinking anyway. Listen, I appreciate you all for watching. It's an absolute fucking pleasure. You guys, this ain't just like a regular podcast where it's all robotic. We are true to the core. We talk about everything. We appreciate you all, everyone watching. From me, Rab, and Mr. Donny Temp himself. We'll see you guys next Monday, and we'll see you Friday for a pre-show. Absolute pleasure.
Take care.